Oh my goodness, and my mic was turned off. Rookies. Well, I'm glad. I see we got 6 people in here. Y'all make yourself known. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I am, but I don't think anything went out there earlier. So I said it's been raining all day, off and on, just enough to make it nasty and miserable and sweaty. I went out this morning, kind of looking around things between the raindrops, and I've got algae growing on top of the dirt, so there wasn't no gardening happening today. I hope all you dads are gonna have a good day tomorrow. Hope you got some nice plans. Maybe somebody's made some plans for you. You don't know about them yet. That'd be cool too. So all you children's out there, if you haven't planned anything for Dad yet, might want to take notice. You still got time. So it looks like we got people in here. Make yourself known. Let's see who we got in here. Hoping Charlotte will join us here in a little bit. Haven't heard from her today. I think Tom's probably be in here in a little bit. But meanwhile, it's just us. And we don't have a whole lot going on except just, maybe solve some world problems tonight. We try to keep things pretty light keyed. If it's your first time here, we try to keep it as PG as we can. I got grandkids watch the channel and stuff like that, but I'm not a choir boy either. So y'all just get yourself something cool to drink, and prop your feet up. And anybody wants to jump up in the chat. In fact, let me just go ahead and put the link out there if anybody wants to hop up. Only thing you need to do when you hop up is make sure your camera's on. I'm not going to let anonymous people, I don't know who they are, up here. But that's just playing it safe. So went out. Me and the wife went out a little while ago. Had a little bite to eat, and probably ate more than I should have. Hey, we got company. Y'all welcome Tom, Keto Cook. There he is. How you doing, Tom?
Well, I had a hard time getting on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I seen you go on. I got the message, you're on.
Yeah.
You're talking. I said, we're waiting for Charlie McCarthy to come up with something.
Well, I had my microphone muted.
I said, he is good. I mean, he's got some delay. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just getting ready to say, me and the wife went out and grabbed something to eat earlier. And I have not had heartburn this bad in years. And I know as a restaurant, because she's telling me she had a little bit of heartburn too.
Oh, boy.
But I ordered something I probably shouldn't have, and I'm paying the price for it. So. You know how that goes. It seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Oh, yeah, always. All the time. I've been, I got cabin fever so bad.
Yeah?
Oh, it's been 108, 109, 111. I mean...
And all we're getting is rain.
That's what I did. I looked at the national weather and I said, oh, crap. Grumpus is just flat out soaking wet. And I'm dry as a bone here. Bat, what's up, brother?
How you doing, Bat?
Thanks
for joining us.
That's my number one man right there.
Oh, is he?
So,
hey, welcome to hop up here if you want to, Bat.
Let's see here. Let me close this door. Man, it's been miserable. I'm telling you, ugly.
Now it was pretty hot Friday. No, I'm sorry, Thursday. It was. I mean, the heat index was, I don't know, 115, something like that. We've had all that rain at the first part of the week, so it's just been like a sauna.
I knew it was bad. The other night I got up, I heard something outside, so I got out and looked out through the through the blinds, and I happened to look over at my Alexa. All right, I guess she tracks me. I guess when I walk, all of a sudden it lights up. Waiting to argue with me. Grumpus, it was 11:30 at night, and the temperature was 101
Mm-mm-mm.
at 11:30 at night. I told Maria, I'm afraid to go outside. You know how a baked potato explodes inside the
Oh,
microwave.
well, I had a buddy who was diabetic. He was way overweight. I mean, we were friends for a couple of decades, and I don't know how many doctors he had because they all told him the same thing: lose some weight, and he wouldn't listen to him, so he'd go find another doctor. And one of them finally convinced him to exercise.
Yeah.
So he decided to go to the community pool there in his subdivision, and he figured he can float around like this, and that was exercise, and he could get the doctors off. Well, the moron gets out of his car barefooted, walks across the asphalt, not concrete, but asphalt to get to the pool, and ended up infected and losing a foot over it.
Wow.
It was so hot.
Jesus crying out loud.
And I thought, man, you can't, I mean, if you can't feel it sizzling, you should be able to smell it.
I, I looking.
But he lost a foot over it.
Yeah, unbelievable. I told Marie the other day. I said, we got any carrots and some potatoes? She says, yeah. What do you want them for? I said, I'm going to go up to the pool and cut them in there.
Throw them in the hot tub.
We go to AARP Crockpot up in there. Unbelievable. Too funny. Where's Miss
Yeah,
Charlotte?
is Charlotte here? I haven't talked to Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
I sent her the link, but I haven't. Oh, speak of the devil, here she is. Y'all welcome Gulf Coast Granny, Miss Charlotte.
Hi,
There you go.
Devil.
How you doing, Charlotte?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good.
We just complaining about the weather.
Oh my gosh.
World, we got to complain about something.
Look, it's been crazy here. I mean, absolutely crazy. I think everybody north of I-10 is flooded. Everybody.
Oh, I had to send people home at noon Monday because we had 3 inches of water in our shop,
Oh my
and I
goodness.
don't know what it ended up coming up to, probably 7, 8 inches.
My gosh.
What's
Well, I know since 48 hours, in 48 hours, Biloxi down the street from me has gotten over 12 inches of rain so far.
Yeah, it's rained here all day,
Now, I don't know what
off and
happened
on.
the day that, well, whatever day it was the storm came through. That's been 2 days ago, right?
You guys, see,
Thursday.
I got it Monday, so you guys probably got it Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are you guys talking about? I don't understand the words you're using. Rain, flood. I don't understand that.
Tropical storm.
There's water falling out of the sky, and people act like they've never seen it before. They
Yeah.
just lose their minds.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey, Barbara.
Barbara.
This the consequences and the results of the low grade tropical storm that we just went through have been worse here than the last hurricane. Just from people being displaced and people having to be evacuated and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. And so it kind of reminds you that it doesn't have to have a category attached to it to do a bunch of damage.
Oh, it doesn't. A few years back during, excuse me, Allison. I think Allison was a tropical storm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's the year downtown Houston flooded so bad.
Mm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
real bad. And it had, it didn't seem like it was that rough, but just
Right.
a lot of rain, and it came over Houston, past Houston, stopped, hung out for a little bit, and then came back.
Oh,
So
Jake.
we got a double to triple whammy because
Right.
it was just hovering, and it was about a 9 to 10 month cleanup where I
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
That was Hurricane Boomerang, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it was.
Well, the one thing I've noticed that's interesting about this particular storm is you know how when you wake up the next day after a hurricane and the air is clear and it doesn't
Yeah,
seem so hot, the
doesn't
humidity's
smell.
on, yeah. Not this time, buddy. This thing is like pulling moisture from the Gulf and it's thick. I mean, look, we're not talking soup. We're talking beef stew
You
consistency
take a deep
there.
breath. You feel like you're drowning.
Yes, it's crazy. And now there's no breeze. Usually after a hurricane, you get a little bit of breeze, coming
Yeah,
through. None. It's terrible. And apparently it's causing thunderstorms every day afterwards because of the moisture that it's bringing in. It's just so we've had storms every day.
We've been over 100 for the past 7 days.
Oof.
No,
Oof.
I should say over 105 for the past 7 days. The
Oh.
other night, I heard something outside. I got up, went out, looked out the balcony, and Alexa went on. And it was at 11:30 at night. It was 101 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
My air conditioner just sent a message to me via email.
Yeah.
Help!
condolences.
Help! You're killing my instead of blood pressure. My freon's high.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
I told Maria, I said I feel like a baked potato. I'm afraid to go outside. I might explode like it does inside of a microwave.
Right. Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been tough. This past week has been, I think, tough all around the country, really.
Some guy sent me a message. He lives on the other side of town. And he said, "Boy, I can't wait for September." I said, "What are you, drunk?" September. September's the worst.
Oh, is it where you are?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I think maybe just into maybe November's when it starts lightening up a little bit.
Right, right.
And that's into the 80s.
Usually here by around the 1st of October, it's by no means cool weather outside,
Yeah.
but we are getting less of the awful days.
Tolerable.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, aren't you glad you got your trees down when you did?
Yes, yes, I am. However, let me tell you this. There's two still left out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I watched them through the whole storm. All that wind and all that. We were having probably 55-mile-an-hour gusts, and they weren't really moving that much. I mean, they were holding steady. They're enormous. I can't wrap my arms around them. They're huge. But it made me feel safer for the next one.
Yeah.
Now, there's no guarantee of anything, but it did make me feel safer. And I'll tell you another thing makes me feel safer. When the lightning strikes, it's probably going to hit that tree and not my house. So there's that too.
Yes, always that.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now, the tree will probably explode, but
I don't know. Weather's nothing. And now they're talking now there's some kind of storm coming off the southern coast of California. Maybe heading our way.
really,
Yeah. So I want to see what that brings.
well, hopefully it'll bring some cooler air.
Maybe a little rain.
Yeah.
You see, out here, when it rains for maybe an hour, we flood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, everything concrete out there.
Yeah. I mean, just with the heat alone.
Yeah.
It's not really dirt. It's like stone that's compacted. So it just doesn't go into the
Hmm.
ground. They have right down the road from my house here. There's a runaway, what they call. It's
What
for,
does that mean?
stormwater. It goes out and it goes into some reservoir or something like
Like
that.
like one of them neighborhood ditches that that catches all
Oh,
the water.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Storm sewer.
ours is a little bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, you got concrete on yours.
Yeah,
Don't let it soak anything up along the way.
Well, I've seen those on the internet, and they look when they're full, they look like they look like rivers.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh wow.
Hey, Simon.
How you doing, Simon?
Oh great. My electric bill hates me this month.
Yeah, the light company loves me.
Holy Toledo. Jeez.
No,
Not good. Not good.
I mean, I'm on average bill, and if I didn't do that, I couldn't afford it in the summertime.
I should, but I don't because I know what months it's going to go up. Like, July, August, and September are the worst. After that, it starts going back down, and I enjoy those months where it's down.
They
So,
they reevaluate mine on January and in July.
oh, okay.
So they come up with a new average every 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at least it's easier to budget, knowing how many months it's going to be this fixed
The
amount.
same amount.
Now, when
Right.
they reevaluate it, you don't know where it's going to hit.
yeah.
Right. Well, I know where mine's going to hit.
Well, Wednesday, I'd see Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was the barometer, I guess, of what's to come because it was 111 for the 3 days, and the lows at night are 98, 99, like that. So,
And that lasts from now until
no,
September,
or November.
November.
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to go to Vegas in November, the week before Thanksgiving, and sometimes it was stifling hot, and sometimes it'd rain.
it's like a light switch. It's
Well,
like a
the only time I've ever been to Vegas was in the end of October. My daughter got married there around, I forget the exact date, October 20 something. And it was really pleasant there. There was no rain.
yeah. That's before I got here.
Yeah, the weather was okay. I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't stifling hot.
Well, I've been, like I said, I've been there the week before Thanksgiving, like 7 years in a row,
Hmm.
and some years you'd put on a sport coat because it's a little chill in the air,
Yeah.
and other days you just walk out to grab a cab and your sweat roll down between your shoulder blades. It was so hot, so it's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
But they say it's a different kind of hot.
Hot is hot.
Wrong answer. Unbelievable.
Well,
But
I guess there you feel like you're in an oven.
yeah, which I told Grumpus before. I'm like a recluse now. I'm really not wanting to go out to go to the store.
I understand that.
It's just I don't know.
My garden is sitting out there going, please come pull the weeds out of me. And I'm saying, no, grow some more. I don't care.
Yeah, drowned.
Yeah, I don't want to go out there. My energy bill gets reevaluated in September. Lots of times I don't have to pay August or September. Oh, and because you've paid too much or something and it's kind of a credit. That's for
I've never had that happen.
me either. Me
The
either.
energy company out here been. I guess they finally got sued by the state and by people also because for the past 15 years I think they've been gouging people, sending them out the wrong bills. What it was, in other words, more and they're pocketing it
Right.
somehow or another. So they had to do a reevaluation on everybody.
Oh, wow.
So I'm on a budget type of program. So it's like $75 a month. Okay, and then like in December is when they reevaluate it. But being that this lawsuit's been going, I mean, millions and millions of dollars of the lawsuit, my electric bill actually went down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'll take some of that.
yeah. But they said
No kidding.
for the next couple of years, you know, we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, they got caught. They got caught with their hand in the honey jar. So, but it's a good thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I
The
mean,
only
just stop and
thing,
think. Just stop and think about how many customers they have.
oh yeah,
Right.
If they can screw somebody out of $1.50 all the way across the board, that's millions of dollars at the end of the year.
Yeah.
just look with the casinos with the lights on the
Oh,
strip
don't
alone.
you know it?
So I mean, and everybody says, oh, well, I got to watch my electric bill. No, you don't. No, you don't.
If I watched it, I just wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
No kidding. No kidding.
Yeah, it's a different world out here. I mean, even with the gas company. So we have gas heat and the stove. Hot water tank is gas. Everything like
Mhm.
that. My bill has not been over $25, and I do a lot of cooking.
Yeah, mine
So
usually runs around $40, $45 in
yeah,
the summertime. Now, wintertime it'll jump up maybe $70 if Vicky cranks the heat up. But
Right.
most of the time I'm burning, the fireplace.
yeah,
Right. I think my gas bill this month was $36, which is
yeah,
not, I mean, that's the cheapest thing I pay. I
yeah.
don't know what it's going to look like this winter because, we haven't spent a winter in this home. But,
Well, I'm like Tom. I got everything gas that I could because I didn't want to pay the electric.
right.
Yeah.
These energy homes that was all electric. Man, I feel so sorry for them
Oh,
suckers
I
that
do
bought them
too.
houses.
Well, now all I have is gas heat and gas water heater.
I
I even
have
got
a
a gas dryer.
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's what we
Okay.
got. We got a gas dryer
Oh,
too.
Gas
no.
dryer, gas stove, gas oven, gas heat,
But I
water
gotta
heater.
but I gotta say, in the wintertime, I don't run the heater in the house. I have an electric infrared heater
Oh, okay.
that I plug in, and it gets the room done in 10, 15 minutes. And I keep it like 68 to 70 throughout the winter. I mean, we do
Right.
have 32
Yeah.
degrees or 24 degrees, but
Right.
to turn that forced hot air on, okay, and then need a oxygen mask to breathe because
Yeah.
we get so dried out.
Yeah.
So I put that
I,
thing on, and
I
it
just
works
turn
fine.
on another computer.
That's pretty
These
funny.
bad boys put out some heat if you're not careful.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So how's everybody's week other than being soaking wet?
Well, it all kind of centered around that, Tom.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There was a couple of days I was really worried for Poppy to drive home from work. Um, but other than that, everything's fine. Everything's great.
You got big plans for Poppy tomorrow?
Not big plans, but we
I
do
mean,
have some.
some plans.
Yeah, we're going to a crawfish boil at my daughter's house tomorrow.
It'd be nice.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And everybody loves crawfish. At least this bunch loves
Yeah.
crawfish. I'm not a huge fan of crawfish, to be honest with you.
Well, I love crawfish, but they're a lot of work.
They
It's
are a
like
lot of work.
like eating crabs.
Yep.
We used to go to this one place in Jersey, and that you would order garlic crabs or Cajun crabs, and they
Uh-huh.
come out with a basket after they put newspaper down, and they dump them on the table.
That's the way to do it.
It looked like a lot, okay, but by the time you got done cracking it, and trying to get everything out of it, nobody's talking. You know,
Right,
My
right,
my finger gets sore before I get full.
right.
well, you lose the cracker in
I
the picker.
have no feeling in my thumbs for 3 days.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know now. I can eat my weight in crabs. I
I
love
can
crab.
too. I love crab.
I used to have a friend of mine. We used to go down to this one place called Bum Rogers down in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Seaside Park it was in. And we go down there and we get a picture. They had the coldest beer around, right on the Jersey Shore. And we'd order a basket of crabs, but I didn't know this fool was allergic to them. And he didn't actually know. This guy he had sunglasses on and he's cracking these crabs left and right. Next thing I know, he takes his glasses off and it looked like he was sleeping. His eyeballs were
Oh my God.
and
But
he
didn't
said
he know he was allergic?
he said he had some kind of a clue. He never went to the doctor on it like that. He just kept slugging down the beer. I said, "You die on me, you rat son of a gun! I'll drown you."
Toledo.
Unbelievable.
See, now that's terrifying. My son gets like that when he eats scallops, but it happened. His whole mouth swells up.
In the business in my restaurant, we'd go through 200 pounds of lobster a night. When I get done at night, my hands were just stone red
Oh wow.
from the iodine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara Jean, I remember that. What part of Texas are you in?
San Antonio, I think.
She in San Antonio?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we didn't have any heat well, it's hard to remember which time we're talking about. I know we didn't have any heat for a couple of days,
Hey, Jen.
but I kept the fireplace running, so and then cooked in it. So
My
I didn't even use the gas stove because they didn't have any lights. And I like cooking in the fireplace, like going to summer camp.
When we had a fireplace, every Christmas we would roast marshmallows in the fireplace with the kids, and they thought that was the most fun. They loved that.
Yeah,
chestnuts and
popcorn.
Yeah, 7.
my neighbor says to me, "I know you got a freezer full of food. What happens if the electric goes out?" I said, "I eat good for until the electric comes back on."
That's right. That's right.
What are you going to do? I mean,
I'm going to feed the whole neighborhood's what I'm going to do. I'm
Yeah.
not going to let any of it go bad.
unbelievable.
I can put most of my deep freeze on the smoker in one pass.
I just watching today CJ, Mama Papa Joe
Uh huh.
barbecue. He got a new Santa Maria handmade for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
I'd
said,
like to
boy,
have one of those.
I had one. I made one in North Carolina, but not as sophisticated as the way they have it now with the firebox. I did it on a half a 30-gallon stainless steel
Yeah.
drum, and then I just rigged up so I can lift it up and down. But he looked like a kid in a candy store with it.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, Jen.
Well, that is exciting.
Jen. Yeah.
Have you've seen that little Santa Maria grill they make for the Weber kettle?
Yeah.
I tried my best to talk Lone Star Grills into making one square that would fit over the firebox. But I don't think he thought there was any market for it. But I'd have been the first one to buy one.
Now, in Houston, the Texas Tumbleweed, I think they had the biggest Santa Maria I've ever seen.
It was huge. That big round one.
And they cooked and they burnt mesquite on that.
Yes.
And it
It was good stuff. I love mesquite.
4:00 in the afternoon, band's playing. I'm home. I get fired up pretty good and be in bed by 8.
Yeah, I don't think they're around anymore.
Yeah, that's a shame. They had a good place. It was huge too. The one I think was in a Wilco store on Westheimer. That's the one I used to go to.
Yeah, there used to be one involved from 1960 in Kirkendall also.
I took my dad there, and he told the girl. He said he ordered a porterhouse, and he said to the girl, he said, "My dear, you didn't bring me a knife." She said, "If you need a knife for that steak, the dog will get it. You ain't eating it."
Oh,
That's we'll feed that to a dog,
Oh my goodness. So
and it would just come apart with
come
it.
up right.
He
I
was like
agree with you, Barbara Jean.
he was stunned with that. Yeah, yeah. We lucked out here with it not being all electric and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even I guess this is almost 30 years old. This place, 25, 28 years old maybe, and they thought about everything pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, the ramps and stuff and this coming in and out. We now I guess they caught up now to everybody's lease. Caught up, all the raises and stuff like that. So now you
Mm-hmm.
got a different breed of people in here.
Mm.
Okay, so you see them walking the dog, and I told a lady the other day, I said they just sprayed by that bush over there. Walk your dog on the other side. Marie says, Marie says to me, "Get in the house."
You you don't have cabin fever. You're quarantined.
Yeah,
You're what?
get off my balcony.
Oh my goodness. So I want to know what's going on with the pigeons.
They they have not. I sent a letter I brought it down to them and then to corporate,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and they went and I guess talked to the people next door,
Right.
and come to find out it was the old lady,
Oh, sure.
the
Yeah.
mother. Okay, and she just throw them outside, whatever. But when they told her that it's $1,000 fine or 6 months in jail, they haven't put no.
Oh, good. So are the pigeons going
They
somewhere else
they come to look and see that there's nothing there and then go out.
and then fly off?
But they came in and they sent the exterminator here,
Mm-hmm.
and they sprayed something on the ground, on the stones and stuff, that actually do something to the pigeon's feet, irritate the feet,
Oh.
so they don't come around again. So I seen one the other day, looked like he was doing the Cotton Eye Joe, walking across. And but here, they go in and out. But it's coming around now, which I don't mind anything. Is quail.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The quail. I told Marie. It's
Get
really
in that.
close,
Get a net.
really close to that woman's window, but I think I can pull the shot off.
Get you one of those big casting nets that you use in the water and see if you can.
The next door would hang me. They're looking for something.
You know they would. You know they would.
They're looking. Every once in a while, you see the curtain.
Right. Right.
Unbelievable.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's a shame that in a place like this, I mean, they have the pool and stuff, but you can't enjoy it because the water right now is probably close to 85, 88 degrees.
Oh geez.
I mean, I told Grumpus before. I told Marie, "You got any carrots and potatoes?" I'm gonna go up and cut them. Hey, how you doing?
Get that big crawfish paddle. Skim the foam off the top of the water.
Mabel, I think you have a yeast infection.
Oh my gosh.
Smile, Tom.
I'm trying to get a good picture of the kitten up there playing on the. It's a terrible picture though because the lighting is bad. Shoot.
The other day I went out, opened on the balcony. I went out on the balcony, and there's a development behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And it must have been dueling. I can't wait for next week because it felt like it was dueling pits going off.
Oh wow.
Grilling, whatever. You smell, that's pork. And the other, he's burning beef. It's the time of the year. So I just got a letter from Green Valley Ranch Casino here
Mm-hmm.
that they have to send them out every year because, I mean, I could throw a rock and hit the casino from my house. And it's this one a little upscale, this place. But they send out the letter every year because they have fireworks, 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
But here in Las Vegas, from each place, they got to do them at different times. They can't all do them at the same time. So this will go until 3 o'clock in the morning, and then the yahoos that live in the developments around, that keeps on going, keeps on going.
Yeah.
So Marie says, "Oh, it's going to be loud." I said, "Nope, Scotch will put that light out."
It's going to be exceptionally loud this year, probably.
Yeah,
Probably
250.
because it's 250. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Can
but
you
it's,
believe it though, y'all? We have seen in our lifetime the 200-year celebration and the 250-year celebration. How cool is that?
yeah.
Yeah, my my neighbors that moved here a year or two ago. They've invited us out to their place for the 4th.
Oh, that's nice.
Now they're in Beaumont,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
so
It's a
I'm
good
sure we'll
ride.
probably go. I haven't called them back yet.
That'll be nice. Isn't that your birthday weekend?
It's his
Yeah,
birthday.
that's kind of why I'm a little hesitant. I don't like everybody making a big fuss about it. They always do.
So it's your birthday on
Enjoy
the 4th of
it.
July. So that means you're what, 249, 248?
Oh my. Just enjoy it, Grumpus. It's all
Yeah,
right for
man.
somebody to make a fuss every now and then over you.
Well, I just soon have a big deal over the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy that most of the time. Vicky. Well, she don't even ask anymore. She'd say, "Well, what do you want to do on your birthday?" I said, "I want to be left alone.
Of course.
Get
Yeah.
out of my room.
I want to sit on the deck with a fan, a smoker,
Uh-huh.
and a cooler."
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna refill my
Yep.
tea.
All right.
So, now just me and Marie here. No family out here. They moved back east and this and that. So I get a message yesterday afternoon from my daughter. So, hey Pop, how you doing? Everything okay? Just checking in on you. I said, "No, everything's fine. How's the boys? What's going on?" She said, "Well, I just got out of the hospital." I said, "Here we go."
Mm-mm.
Blood pressure sky high, blood sugar close to 400.
Oh no.
Yeah, and she was a smoker, so she had, and I've been harping on her with that. But she had, Pop, I quit 3 months ago. So just going back and forth with, and I told her, I said, stress. You're stressed out of your mind
Yes.
from the move, the whole 9 yards. Just take it easy. Take it easy.
Right.
So, Marie says, "Well, that was a hell of a Father's Day." I said, "I don't even look at that. And I could care less about that.
Right.
That's the furthest thing." And I don't know whether you know it or not, but just I think it was Father's Day back in 1978. I think it was. I lost a son. He was born on the 16th and passed actually in my arms.
Right.
So since that time, I haven't really worried about Father's Day and stuff like that.
Right.
So like Grumpus said, Marie says, what do you want to do for Father's Day?"
Leave me alone.
Now get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. But then I talked to her again today, and everything seems to be coming back down again. But
Good.
you know,
Good.
so.
Bless her heart. She's not dealing with enough already.
Yeah, and then she moved. My ex-wife. She's living with her
Yeah.
in a tiny place.
Oh, that's got to be tough too.
Yeah, and both boys are well over 6'4".
Ginormous.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
just with the pressure and stuff like that. And I said to her, I says, "Listen," I says, "You're a big girl now, okay? Start taking care of yourself." I says, right now, the wake up call is ringing your phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up.
And if she don't do it, nobody else is going to.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Wake
That's
up.
right.
So she said, "How did I know that you were going to start talking like that?" So, well, what are you going to do? I mean,
Well, there's nothing you can do. That's the hardest.
yeah.
That's the hardest part is just sitting in the bleachers and watching it happen.
Watching it happen, right? Right.
Nothing you can do about it.
All you can do is give them your best advice and hope
Most of the time, they don't want to hear that.
they don't want to hear that either. Right.
Oh no, 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 not at all,
But
not at all.
then again, I didn't either when I was that age.
So I said to her, I says, so maybe now, I said, should I send you a sticker? You know, Tom Garvey, the keto cook.
That's
So
funny.
so she
To have
said,
something to watch while she's laying in the hospital.
Right.
I said to her, I says, here it is. I said, start setting goals for yourself, but make them achievable.
Right.
Okay. I said, now you get now is the time. She's gonna be 50 in
Mhm.
November. Okay. I said, enough's enough. But, you know, and then she couldn't wait to tell me that she quit smoking because
Oh,
that was the big thing.
yeah.
You know.
Well, turning the big 5-0 enough to stress right there.
It
Yeah.
is. And I'll tell you another thing. And I don't know if men notice this or not, but when I turned 50 is when I noticed within a year of turning 50, I started noticing that everything hurt. I started noticing that I can't get down on the floor and get back up without help anymore, or at least having it be a longer struggle than it was when I was 49. Okay.
You're brave.
Yeah, right. And look, I don't even get on the floor anymore, but well,
Well,
I
see,
guess
all of that's happened to me in the last 3 or 4 years.
really you're gonna
I've always been pretty spry, do pretty much anything I could do when I was 30. But
right.
this last 3 or 4 years, I'm getting a lot of sirs out of people. Yeah, I got snots holding the door open for me.
I
Yeah, I'm thinking, come on.
That's funny.
I had a young guy actually let me go to the ATM before him. Here you go, sir. I said, I'm emptying it. It's going to be
Oh
emptied.
my goodness.
I never had a problem with Mister. Hey, Mister, and this and that. But when they start calling me, sir,
Sir, that's hard to take.
sir, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Well, I'm okay with them calling me ma'am. It don't hurt my feelings a bit because I figure by now I've earned it. So that don't make me feel old at all.
Look at here. Look at here, Lance. Then just don't do it.
No,
Or would you?
Lance, that ship sailed, buddy.
But and in fact, that's when I had my heart attack was at 53.
Yeah,
Um, so I think a lot of changes happen, or at least the results of living the way you live start showing up when you hit 50.
yeah.
And
Well,
honestly,
I got 73 staring at me here in a couple more weeks.
I
I'm just
know.
not real happy about it.
And you better be happy about it.
October will be 72. So, but I got to tell you, this time around, if it went to the doctor and had, like I said, had the great visit and everything else like that. So, listening to this crazy person, all right, I'm back on track again. I mean,
That's
my
great.
blood sugars dropped like a, you know, and yeah, I am like, wow, look at this. And then he said, just the way you're eating alone, he said, so I gave him my card. I said, check out, maybe we can work something out here with the bill.
Sees out your patience.
Yeah,
That's great though.
I'll trade you a dish of shrimp
You
for
leave a
no
stack
copay.
of them there on the counter when they pay on the way out.
Hmm.
I seen one guy, one guy walking in, and he had a Ziploc bag of pills. Okay, and he had the cane, and this dude, he let me tell you something. If he had a hat with a bell on it, he could be out in the bay as a buoy. That's how big this dude was.
Wow.
I said, phew.
CD, I am just like that. I'm exactly the same way. In fact, I was talking to who was it? My granddaughter the other day, and she was in here asking me all kinds of questions. You know how 10-year-olds are. They got to know the story to everything. And I'd say, "Yes, ma'am, that's exactly how that happened." No, no, sir, you are not going to do that. Get that put that, that kind of thing.
No, no, mister, my mother used to say. No, 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 mister. You know what the one thing I always, when I was a kid, I used to hate, I don't know. First of all, one thing was telling my dad I was bored. That was the first lesson I ever learned.
Yep, I'd
Okay.
never do that.
Yeah. And the other thing was back talking.
Oh, we don't do that here.
Give him a little back talk. When I tell you what, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
He come up like Spider Man up out of that chair. Hit me about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I respect that, boy. I tell you.
Call that the mom arm.
Yeah,
I
my
still
mom,
ain't back talking my mama.
yeah, my mother could throw a slipper better than Raleigh Fingers, the ball player.
That's
Bang,
I love it. I love it.
unbelievable.
Well, I mean, I should just take it, just let it roll off my back. When I'm at a grocery store and they ask if I need help carrying my bag to the car,
Yes.
all I've got is a half gallon of milk. You know, I want to just climb in the car and say, "Yeah, push me to the car."
I, you know, nowadays in these stores out here, what you see is these carts with these people filling, filling other orders for, I guess, for people to come pick them up. You know what I mean?
They block the aisles. You
Yeah.
can get around them.
So there was a bunch of them congregating. There was one girl and like two other guys. So trying to get around, okay. And the lady looked at me and she like shrugged her shoulders. Said they don't care. I said, but watch this. So I said, excuse me, sir, can you tell me where the condoms are? Okay. They both pushed away. The old lady looked at me like, whoa.
Oh boy.
They moved. They got out of the way.
Oh boy. I wanted to answer a question that CB asked me. Quick derail, he said. I have not managed to get them in the ground yet, and I
I'll be
wanted
right back.
to ask you, can I plant them like in July, like at the end of July or maybe in August and get some beans off of them before it freezes here? Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Okay.
I think Vicky planted some beans sometime this week.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she
Well,
got
we
that big tower thing she saw in your video. She had to have
yeah,
one.
she had to. I'm
Thanks
sorry.
a lot.
Sorry. Cute though, wasn't it?
So it's ever since she's parked it, it's got rain every day.
Good, good. I'm telling you what though, make sure it gets full of water every day. Seriously, because it will. Yeah, that's a pain. Miss Barbara, they're very protein heavy bean, enormous pods. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing those grow. Um, if you want, Grumpus, Google that. Winged beans.
Winged beans.
They are a nice looking exotic type of bean. They're an interesting shape. The pod that it comes in is frilly and ruffly.
I might have to
It's
look into that. I got a
it,
5 foot tower of dirt out back. I put something in it.
yeah, well, it would be a almost like a novelty type plant
Uh huh.
that you could even incorporate into landscaping, I think, for a visual punch kind of, or just a little architectural thing to look at as well.
Hmm.
I would plant them during this rain. Oh, okay. They love the heat. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, now I know they love the heat. I can plant them tomorrow. Now, CB, how big do they get? I mean, as far as one individual plant, is it one like a cowpeas and it goes crazy, or is it like a green bean bush and it stays kind of compact?
CB, you can jump up here if you want. Be easier.
Bless his heart. Uh,
I'm about ready. I think I'm going to rip my grapevine out. That thing hasn't done nothing but it's been a salad for caterpillars for 2 years
oh,
now,
oh no.
and I am tired of fooling with it. I told her the other day, first chance I get, I think I'm going to get some mandavillas.
Oh yes, those
I
are
think I'm going to
beautiful.
get a couple of those and put on that trellis. You
That'll be really pretty.
rip that grape out because I wasn't sure about the grape to start with. But I
Yeah.
told her, I says, even if we was to get fruit, the birds would probably get it. It'd just be a
Perfect.
mess.
Yep.
And I was hoping it would grow up and grow over towards
Right.
the greenhouse where you walk
Right.
under it. I'm not gonna deal with it every year.
Get you a climbing rose.
I hate the roses.
You don't like roses?
I don't mind the flowers, but the plants are nasty. They're thorny. They just don't look good.
They spotted.
I just don't.
I understand. Yeah, I do
I mean,
understand.
I would love to have a big climbing rose up over a trellis someplace that would come back every year to be nice.
That's what I was thinking is that
But
you'd always have something blooming.
I don't think I'd live long enough to see it fill out and look
Well,
nice.
yeah, yeah. They aren't particularly thick vines either.
No.
It is a vine that will reach out and tear down whatever you. Oh, they're hanging over the 8 foot. Holy Toledo. They aren't particularly thick vines. I don't know where they get the strength. See if I can get set up to join. Sure, let me look around. Okay,
Perfect.
so I need to put them in a different spot than I was thinking about putting them. That's
I
okay.
don't think they're going to tear my trellis down.
Oh no.
I park a car on top of that trellis.
Well, isn't that the one that you had your staghorn hanging from? Or is this a different one?
This is the other one on the other side of the greenhouse.
Okay, okay.
If you saw that video, and the one that I built, I built it to match the one that I built 2 years before
Okay.
on the right hand side. So it's got 6x6 posts in it.
Is the staghorn still thriving?
Oh, it's so big I can't move it now. We
Wow.
put the last 2 winters I've had to tarp the whole trellis
To
and,
keep
see,
it from,
and seal it up. Open one of the greenhouse windows and put a heater in there
I'll
to
be
keep it from freezing. Because
right.
2 years before that, I had a piece of pipe that I hung it on the pipe, and me and Vicky had it on our shoulders. Was going to try to carry it into the sunroom, and the pipe buckled.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wow.
that thing dried out. Probably weighs 110, 120 pounds.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I cannot hardly pick up the hook,
Right. Right.
and I had to put it in a different. Ran a piece of all thread through the whole ball with a big
Wow.
washer on the end of it at the bottom,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it's engulfed that now,
I bet
and
it's
it's
beautiful.
it's very cool,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's almost ridiculous at this point.
Well, can you take cuttings from it?
I would have to take a saw, a serrated
Oh, you
knife
don't want to
or
do that.
something like that and just whack the crap out of it.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
No, I'll just keep it around
Yeah, yeah.
till whenever. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody is amazed by it. I've had that thing probably 40 years,
Mm. Mm.
almost as long as I've been here in the house.
Wow.
And it started out, it had two little fingers about 3 inches long, wired up on a piece of fencing, 4 inch wide cedar fencing, about 8 inches tall.
Wow.
And it's just the novelty of having something live that long.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
You,
get so enormous too.
I mean, I'd probably take it to a nursery, get $500-$600 out of it.
At least. At
because
least.
them little bitty tiny things they're selling for $30 and $40.
Yes, they are.
We used to in North Carolina. Marie, we grew everything in North Carolina,
Mhm.
but we had more basil than you'd shake a stick at, right?
I love basil.
But now here with the hydroponic, finally got it down to a science where we can, getting right with the temperature basically.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So she's saying everything we put outside is starting to die. I said, bring it inside.
Yeah.
And we've got lemon trees that she's been growing now. We've got one that's about maybe a year and a half. It's probably about that tall. I said,
Mhm.
just don't let them die. Bring them in the house. What's the big
Yeah.
deal? She's got a basket hanging on the balcony rail.
Mhm.
Okay, strawberries from the strawberry seeds that she was eating. Took them up and got strawberry plants coming up.
Seriously.
I swear to God, yeah.
I do not have the patience.
I don't either.
She
No.
gets up in the morning and she goes about her business, watering and everything like that. I got to tell you one thing though. I got a pepper plant in between me and the neighbor, and that thing's almost as tall as me. And these little peppers, okay, they're green at the stem, then they go to orange in the middle, and they're red on the end. Dumbass me. Boy, I tell you what, I couldn't say get off my lawn if I wanted to. I don't know what she how she got them, but I mean, I know she had seeds for Tabascos because I like
I like
making sauce.
Tabasco pepper.
Yeah, I like to make sauces and stuff like that. And then we had jalapenos. Then I had serranos and I had Italian long hots. And I think she took all the seeds, thinking that they were going bad, whatever, and threw them all in one pot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we got the League of Nations, and I tell you what, man, this thing is hot. What are you gonna do? I
Good
mean,
grief.
I don't know.
I don't care for anything that's too spicy, but
I mean, I like a little heat if it's got some
a
good
little.
flavor.
Exactly.
Now some of that stuff is just hot for the sake of being hot. And I don't care for it. It doesn't
Right.
taste good.
Right.
I watched
Yeah.
the
If
guy the other.
something instantly sets my face on fire, I'm not doing that again.
I watched the guy the other day. He had a ribeye. Everybody's into the tomahawk now, which to me
Mm,
is stupid. Just you're paying for the bone anyway.
It's an expensive dog bone.
yes, it
This
is.
this guy put I don't know how many different types of peppers on this thing, and you could tell when he cut it and bit into it, his expression changed, the texture of his voice changed, and yeah, this was cooked just right. I said, he just went from a baritone to a soprano.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do you guys watch Hot Ones on YouTube?
No, sir, I don't.
You need to check it out, Charlotte. It's funny.
Okay.
What is
It
it?
won't give me anxiety or anything, will
No,
it?
no, no, no. This guy does. He interviews famous people,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
while they're interviewing, they're eating hot wings. So
Oh,
they
I
got like
think I
they got
have
like
seen that.
10
Yeah.
wings lined up with progressively hotter sauces.
Right. I think I've seen it once or twice.
It is so entertaining.
Was that Guga?
No, no, it's not Guga. This is it's called Hot Ones.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because him and that Wiener guy, they did that with the with hot wings, I think, with all the different sauces.
Uh-huh.
I
The
think
one-
Guga got to the third one and said, "I can't do it no more."
I swear, I think the one I saw, he had Julia Roberts on there.
Well, he probably did.
I think that's who it was.
He has a lot of celebrities, a lot of famous people,
Hmm.
and he had Gordon Ramsay on there one night.
Oh yeah.
Now you talk about speaking a different language. I learned a lot of new words that night.
So, was he able to stand the heat in that kitchen?
I think he finally made it to the end.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he didn't quit. I
Okay.
mean, some of them are practically crying. They're gasping. They're just going
Yeah,
nuts.
that
And
would
I've
have been
seen
me.
I've seen a couple gals get on there and just chew their way right to the end.
Nope, not me.
I got a friend on YouTube here. He actually supports me pretty good. Johnny Small Pepper
Oh yeah.
is okay. Johnny and two other guys. They go on. I think they stopped for a little bit, and I think I'm not quite sure, but I think they had to stop because the way they were eating once a week, eating these peppers.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I mean they had one pepper. I mean they know all about them, but the one pepper they had, just to look at it, okay, it
Mm.
spelled, "Whoo, you son of a gun, you."
Oh my.
Hey, Megan Aussie, how you doing?
Hey Megan.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
Oh
back in
my.
the day, matter of fact, back in the restaurant, I had to actually. That's when the hot pepper craze started coming out.
Uh,
Everybody was doing with this peppers, but people were starting to bring their own sauces into the restaurant.
mhm.
Okay, and I can't have that,
No, no, you can't have that.
so I had to actually put a stop to it.
Right.
And then down at the bar, they were, would bring wings out, and the guy would go in his coat and take, and shake. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's how crazy it got. I got really nuts.
Wow. No, I wouldn't let people bring stuff into my restaurant.
No.
That's like me taking my glass of tea into every restaurant with me. That would be rude.
It'd be
Oh,
like
we've
taking my own hamburger into McDonald's.
Exactly.
I'm glad you joined us, Megan.
sounds good.
Hmm.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's a very entertaining spot, and their videos aren't that long.
I'll have to go watch another one.
You have to
They're
check it out.
they're pretty good.
It's called Top What?
It's called Hot Ones.
Hot Ones. Hot Ones. Okay. Well, that's easy to remember. Geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's really made quite a name for himself that has this channel. I mean, it
Okay.
started out. I don't know if it started out on a whim or a dare or what it was, but he's been interviewed by some pretty high up people, and
Yeah.
Megan sees it.
That's very cool.
You know,
I think it's pretty amazing to see people.
hurt themselves.
No, no, I'm talking about YouTube and how it can just make the average Joe into a household name,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. And
And I think it's so cool to see that.
I think it's only going to get better too, because the way they're thinning the herd right now,
Right?
with all the crazy stuff.
And look
So
at there, guys. We haven't been thinned yet. How
and
amazing is that?
and there ain't, but it's just crap to watch on regular TV.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
okay.
I have some. Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I won't be taking Poppy into a Longhorn anytime soon. All that peanut dust all over the floor.
Do they still do that?
I believe, I'm not sure.
I know.
I know they used to.
Texas Roadhouse used to,
Oh, yeah?
but the last couple of times I was in there, they weren't on the floor. They didn't bring them to the table anymore. So
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't
at
know if they
Texas
got
Roadhouse.
paper served or if they just got too expensive.
Well, maybe they got sued or something and, for killing somebody.
I mean, it had a
Dude,
sign on the door,
I know. I know.
peanut dust and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Peanuts in here, everywhere, on the floor, in the air.
I'm glad I'm out of the business nowadays, because I just couldn't take the nonsense anymore.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
We used to go to this one place, and they actually encouraged it. Okay, to eat the peanuts and throw them on the floor.
Yeah,
Nothing better than
the
Saturday
Roadhouse did
afternoons.
too.
Yeah, and cold beer and this and that.
Right,
And now, well, because people have allergies with it. Well,
right,
like my friend that ate crabs and blew up. Oh,
right, right,
we'll stop eating them when the guy blows up.
right. Well, and you would think that people who do have the allergies, and I'm sure they do pay attention. I know Poppy does. Everywhere we go, he asks people, "Are there
Yeah,
peanuts in that, or
yeah.
is this cooked in peanut oil?"
It's the same thing now. Everybody is on that gluten-free train. okay, and unless you have a severe allergy to glutens, okay,
Yeah,
your body actually needs gluten. You know what I mean?
that's true. And there are some people out there that really are allergic to it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a name for it. I think celiac or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, celiac disease. Yeah, exactly.
Um, and yeah, it does. It makes them very, very sick. But that's a long testing process too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, so but and what makes me laugh about it, John Panette used to say when he said they put me on this diet. He said they gave me
Yeah.
these rice cakes. I bit
Mhm.
into them. They wanted me to rate it. What's missing? Gluten.
The gluten's missing. Darn it. Hello, extra bulla. Um, it seems these
Yeah,
food
there's.
allergies came out of nowhere. I'm Gen X. Right. It was very rare when I was in school, and I'm Gen X too. Um,
Are you
to yeah, I'm the very first year of Gen X is me.
65? You were born?
Yep, yep. Um,
Jeez, I was playing
And
drums in a
when I
band.
went to school, kids didn't have the allergies like they have now.
And
no,
if they did, you pushed them away from you.
right. They were the weirdos. You know,
Yeah.
mine came from a severe latex. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're boomers. You know what I heard the other day on the
Crohn's,
news?
yes, Crohn's. Go ahead. I'm
Grumpus,
sorry, Tom.
Grumpus, I heard on the news the other day. You know, these damn boomers are pushing with, with this and with that.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you, Gen X, get off my lawn.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'll be glad when we get the boomers out of the White House and put some Gen Xers in there who want to give everybody the finger. That's what I can't wait to see.
Nice.
Because,
They
this
get
Gen X generation, we were the feral children of the earth. And we don't care about them feelings so much.
watch out. We'll give you gluten.
So I know, right? So I can't wait to see what politics looks like
That's how old my daughter is, Megan.
when they're not trying to pat each other on the back and pat each other's fannies, you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess hard to explain. I don't feel my age,
Of course not.
I don't either.
I don't
and
either.
some of the things, I told Maria, I says maybe we need to. If I go bald, maybe we'll put a wig on the mirror,
On the
so
mirror.
that when I walk up to it, it'll look like I have a full head. of hair.
You're not going to go bald,
No, I
Tom.
don't think so.
You got a nice head of hair. But so
But
does Grumpus.
but the funny thing is like when it hits you, there's one lady who lives around the corner from me. Okay, and she waves, "How you doing?" And she
Right.
goes to get lunch every day. She goes out to a regular restaurant. She dresses up really nice, the whole bit.
Right.
And she says to me, "Hey Tom, how you doing?" "I'm doing good. How you been?" "Good, really good." She said, "I haven't seen you out much." I said, "Well, the heat and stuff like that. We've been staying home." She says, "No." She says, "I'm going out today. I'm going to celebrate my 82nd birthday."
Oh,
She looks like she's 60.
bless her heart.
I said, "You go, girl."
I wonder how much it cost her to look that good.
No, usually you can tell, the heavy makeup and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can guarantee you, she don't use cold cream at night. That's for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I had a gal. I may have told you a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
I was out one evening, and a gal come up. She had to be in her 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd come up twice to get something to drink. She looked at me and she says, you really look a lot like my father."
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Well, first I said, well, he must be a good looking fella. And then I looked at her and I said, "Is that you? I've been looking for years for you."
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Honey, is that you?
Yeah.
I would have said Father's Day is coming pretty soon.
Yeah. I'll be expecting a card.
That's what I want to be extra. the whiskey and cigar grannies who live to be 120.
Yep.
I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, y'all ain't getting rid of me. I'm going to live to be 140 just to piss y'all off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be coming over here looking at my stuff.
That's right.
That's what I told the doctor. He asked how I was going. I said, everybody keeps coming over looking at my stuff.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty funny.
I'm just going to give all mine away before the end. So I don't have nothing, so y'all can't fight over it.
Yeah.
Well, she was a little embarrassed, Megan. I
Bless
don't
her
think
heart.
I don't think it sounded in her head like it did when it came out her mouth.
That's funny. That's funny.
Unbelievable. I bought a coffee pot the other
Yeah.
day because the percolator took
Oh
a
yeah,
dump.
you told. Yeah. How'd that go? Uh
Well,
oh.
when you look at it first, if you don't read everything and you just press a button,
Yeah.
okay? Well, we got a coffee maker that makes 5 cups.
Oh, 5 cups.
Marie says, "Is that an espresso maker? Because look how it's small." She
Oh.
goes a roundabout way. All right. So I bought a Black and Decker with the thermal pot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. And I said to her, "Now make me coffee."
Now, you know what? My dad has. He got it from a. Where did he get it? Basically, he got this thing secondhand. It's a Bun coffee maker. Let me tell you what, that thing makes coffee in lickety split. I mean, really fast.
Yeah, we had those at work.
Hot, it's wonderful coffee. And it even has the grinder at the top, and you just pour your beans in. It happens all in one thing. And I think he's had that thing for going on about 15 years.
Yeah. We had a miss when we first moved here. I got the real small one. So now, actually, in the back part of the cabinet, okay, I have 3 different coffee makers.
Oh my goodness.
Plus no, because you know what Marie said to me today? Look what I have here. Because she was down underneath. She pulled
Right.
out one small one, a little bit bigger one. I guess make 8 to 10, whatever. Get rid of them, I told her. We got the granddaddy here.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, I just recently got a coffee maker for work. All
Uh-huh.
these years we didn't have one. I just run up to the corner, you know.
Hmm.
It's got the little cups, the little pods,
Hmm.
and makes one 8 ounce cup at a time.
Right.
And I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always hot. It's always fresh.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. Well, ours is a dual. On this side, it's got the single serve where you use the K cups, and
Yeah,
on
my
this
brother's
side,
got one of those.
it's got the carafe, and
So she says to me the other day, well, actually, we got it yesterday. And she cleaned it the whole bit.
hmm.
And morning, she said, I was up at 6 o'clock waiting to have coffee from the new coffee maker.
Oh my goodness.
So I think I had 3 cups. And then in the afternoon, I like to have a nice cup of tea.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So she says, I don't know, maybe you're having too much caffeine. I said, it's either that or scotch. Which one do you want? She
Well,
said,
I've switched. I can't drink caffeine anymore.
really?
Not Yeah, I drink it in my tea, but coffee, no, it makes me feel like I've got a tornado in my chest, just spinning and spinning. And I get jittery and I can't sleep, I can't think straight. It's really bad. And I
Wow.
never thought that coffee would affect me like that, but even one cup does it.
Yeah. So getting back, see how you were with the caffeine?
Mhm.
Okay. I talked before about people with gluten. Okay. So if you don't have celiacs or an intolerance to that, you
Mhm.
need to have it.
Mhm.
But with that said, you can grow into that where you would have that problem.
Mm, mm,
Okay. That's why,
mhm.
more people now are using sourdough breads and stuff like that, which to me is a little, Oh, wacky. So when I said to Maria, I said, so scotch or the caffeine. What do you think? She says, do you want heavy cream in that or?
You don't put cream in scotch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you ever have that? That's good.
Oh goodness.
But yeah.
Oh goodness. Um, yeah, it was a real shock to me whenever I figured out that it was coffee causing that.
I'll say
Yeah.
I could have a cup of coffee right now and it wouldn't affect me going to sleep.
Oh, Poppy's the same way. He drinks coffee day in and day out.
We have a guest.
All right, here we go.
Oh, cool.
Here
Nope.
we go.
You got to move the.
I gotta move my
Hey,
thing here. Hang
Megan.
on. There we go.
I was just saying, hey Tom, hi
Megan, how
Grumpus.
you been?
How are you doing?
Good, good, good. I was going to say I have to have caffeine because I get hemiplegic migraines, which
Mm.
are like those stroke-like migraines, and I'm literally paralyzed entirely on my
Oh,
left side, like from
Wow.
head to toe. Sounds like I'm blinding drunk.
you know, my son suffers from migraines, not the hemiplegic ones, but they're pretty
Wow.
bad. And they just gave him a new medication, which is really an old medication, but it has caffeine in it. And
Yeah, a lot of my friends say, "Well, why don't you get this and that?" Because it so closely for me resembles a stroke, I can't have beta blockers or the usual.
mhm,
So if I start doing this when I get the tingle in the fingers, like I've got about 10 minutes to swap. I've got like two coffee mugs about this big,
right.
and I drink like five of those, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's either going to stay up real late or is having
Oh,
a
wow.
break." Um,
She subscribed to Starbucks.
I'll be
Here,
right
I, I,
back.
was
let
in,
me
I
address.
was in Seattle in 22 and went to the first Starbucks at Pike Place. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I am. And regarding my allergies, so I have a very severe latex allergy, and all my food allergies are like rebound reactions. So I
Hmm.
can't have like tomato or anything citrus because I'll be dead before I hit the ground, literally with anaphylaxis.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah. You see, you got to be on your toes with that. Really do. I just, I'm a type 2 diabetic,
Hmm.
and I have my keto channel and stuff like that. So I eat pretty clean. But some of the things that I don't really, I thought was good for me,
Isn't.
actually is not.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah,
if I eat, some of the medication they had me on, we had to change all the medication. If I take
right.
some of the medication, my blood sugar goes through the roof.
Yeah, and I think what surprised me when I was formally diagnosed with my latex reaction was I have a folder, I think it's now up to 150 double sided pages of everything that latex is in, from your clothes to your beds to your, and you don't think that latex is. And as I said to Charlotte, I'm the person you don't want to sit beside at a restaurant. Does that have tomato in it? What's it? I am that person, but I have, like I said, I have to be, um,
Yeah.
because I can be. I remember I was supposed to have a root canal done at the dentist, and I'm the type of person that if I've never had a procedure done, I like to know what's involved.
Hmm.
So I looked at what was in a root canal, and what they pack the tooth in after they do all the cleaning is latex based. So I go to take this to my dentist who was going to do this procedure, and she had no idea at all that it was latex.
Oh yeah, yeah. My doctor I just went to. In fact, we were talking about it last week and everything. Big game changer. I mean, if you don't ask questions or explain to them exactly what's going on with you, they just hand you the prescription. You go get it filled, and you have
Right.
no clue about it. You know what I mean? So this late stage of my life, I'm starting to learn a lot newer things. Okay, that I
Mm.
should have been dealing with 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, and it's amazing how people assume that I'm not a doctor, I have a neuroscience background and all of that, but how I'm supposed to know as much as my doctors do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then when I don't, because I'm not a doctor and I'm nowhere near clever enough to be, they're surprised that I'm not because of all these, you know what I mean? Like you said, like knowing what I know now, particularly about my migraines that I didn't know 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it frustrates me when people are like, well, why didn't you know that? I didn't know I had to
How are
know
you
it.
supposed to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, Charlotte. Yeah, but
No,
World Book Encyclopedia didn't go that far.
no kidding.
my university degree is only a BA with a beginning and a master's that I need to get back to. What can I do?
Yeah.
But
Too much.
it's good to see you all.
Yeah. It's
You
been a
as
while.
Oh, geez.
Grumpus show been doing Saturdays. Grumpus, how long you been doing this now?
I just answered Jen. This is
Excuse me.
episode
Bless you.
53. 53 for me tonight.
Oh, is it?
So it's got to be the same for Charlotte
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
probably.
just be close to Charlotte.
because we've been alternating.
That's right.
106.
Well, and
106 episodes.
there's been a few that I bailed on,
Yeah, but not many.
but not many. No, not many.
Not many.
I know the month that we moved, I bailed on a few.
Oh yeah, but you were moving.
Right, and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I think I might have missed a couple too.
Yeah.
I think no. Was it you that when you were ill, Grumpus?
Pardon me?
Were you ill at one point?
I was in the hospital for a week.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, if you're in hospital thinking it's a hotel, you might want to change your travel plans, Grumpus.
Well,
just
I wanted to grab my laptop and bring it in. Vicky wouldn't let me.
Oh, yeah.
I said, but my people need me.
My brother was the same when he had an ulcer. He's like, get my laptop and bring it up. No. Why not? You're supposed to be resting. I'll rest with my laptop. Yeah, no.
Unbelievable. So,
Yeah, y'all gonna have to look online for the chat.
yeah, we need to see you.
No, you don't. Don't hurt your eyes.
It is. Let me see what we got going here.
Well, Tom, you've been around pretty much the whole time too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Probably the last year. Yeah. At least.
I'm
Excuse me.
trying to see.
I mean, you would think after 53 episodes, I could start a show with my mic turned on.
What'd you do to get to that?
Hang on, Grumpus, time out. After 53, why mess with the formula?
Right.
You think,
I don't know.
let's not confuse the people by you starting with your mic on.
I don't know if you saw that, Charlotte, but I was on
did.
here about 2 minutes talking.
Just talking to
away with
yourself.
no mic.
My best friend
Oh.
on our Hawk's Nest channel for the Seahawks spent 20 minutes talking to himself, thinking we were all hearing him. We're all in the chat going, we can't hear you. And then I texted him and he's just like, I've just spent 30 minutes talking to myself, haven't I? It's like,
Oh my goodness.
I did a 20-minute video and never turned the mic on. And I said, Maurice says to me, what are you going to do? I said, now I got to talk over it.
I was going to say I'll do a voiceover, or I'll just say that was the practice run to make sure I looked good on camera or something.
No, but what I had to do is I had to cut it because of some of the scenes where I'm talking. I
Right.
said, I can't do that, you know.
Exactly, CB. Everyone does it. But it was just so funny that my friend had no idea because he wasn't reading the chat until I texted him.
Right.
It's just like, I've just spent 30 minutes talking to myself. It's like,
See,
we'll
now-
start again.
I don't think that could happen to me for that long because I'm constantly reading my chat, constantly. And so I know somebody would say, hey, turn your mic on, dummy. You know?
I think we had.
But everyone had it in big capital letters. We can't hear you. Turn on.
And he was just over here in La La Land.
I think there was 4 or
Twiggy
5 people,
spell.
and nobody said a word.
Right.
Why is everyone so silent? Because you are.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Oh
that was it
my.
was so funny. And he's like, "How long was I talking?" He texted me back, "How long was I talking to?" About 45 minutes of silence. And he's like,
And you know what?
"Well,
I learned this week. This is so silly. I learned this week how to use YouTube Studio to
yep,
edit just a little bit. Like if
Oh yeah, I do every
yeah,
week.
I didn't know that you could do that.
oh
Yeah,
yeah."
when I
I've been
start,
on this stupid platform for 7 years. I had no clue you could do that in YouTube Studio.
Tom, excuse me, Tom. Can you stop teasing me with your weather because it's 9 degrees Celsius here today, and I'm on top of heaters. I
Oh
just
my goodness, really?
yeah,
I'm,
yeah, it's winter here. No, sorry, I stand corrected. It's 13 degrees, so it's gotten a little warmer. So can we please stop teasing the Aussie?
I'm afraid to go outside. I
Oh
might
wait,
explode.
we should all
yeah,
tease her.
yeah, Charlotte,
Hey, listen, in December, Charlotte, I'm gonna be crowing about
I
your
know you are. I know
125
you are.
degree days. Yeah.
But you know what? We see now my Decembers are very pleasant. That's the best time of year around here.
Nice. Oh well, it is for me
Like
too because it's my birthday and it's the beginning of summer.
it's 50, 60 degrees in December. It's beautiful outside.
yep, that's good deck weather in
Yes, it
December.
Yeah,
is.
I was gonna say sitting on a deck somewhere with a beverage in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's CB. That's I believe it's around 60. I
Yep,
think
yep.
in Freedom. No, it's not. Hang on, let me do a conversion. Hang on.
There we go.
Is that what you did? The conversion for 13 degrees Celsius to freedom units?
Freedom units.
Well, I
That's
should.
what I'm guessing that's Fahrenheit. I'm guessing. Maybe not. Maybe I've missed something here, but I have heard Fahrenheit called freedom units. It's
That
in
is
America.
funny.
I was absent that day.
To say freedom, to quote South Park, freedom isn't really free, is it?
Whoa,
It's,
y'all. It's supposed to be 90 degrees almost every day for the next
oh, stop
20
complaining.
days.
Send
As
it
long
down
as it's not
my way.
raining, I can take the heat.
Well, it's gonna rain.
We had a week and a half of rain, but we need so much more.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you, Megan? Aren't you in?
So I'm obviously in Australia, but I'm in the northwest of the state of New South Wales on the east coast or the east side of Australia.
Right.
So if you know where Brisbane is, I'm 6 hours south of the border there. And if you know where Sydney is, I'm about nine and a half hours north. So
North.
Tamworth, I'm 3.5 hours west of Tamworth and 1.5 hours west of Armidale. So I'm sort of
Melbourne.
Well, you're everywhere.
Melbourne's 3 states over. Oh no, sorry, no, 2 states over. Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria. Sorry,
Okay.
I had to. Yeah, but I'm on the east side of Australia. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, very sad to say that where I used to live in Sydney, the beach I used to go to,
Mm-hmm.
had its first shark attack last weekend in 75 years.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no.
35-year-old young lady lost her arm in a great white
Oh,
attack. And
jeez.
they now want to cull the shark, but they're standing saying, "You're in the shark's backyard."
That's
You're in
right.
your house. If you're in the water, you're in the shark's house.
Sharks
Yeah, and
doing
I'm
what
sort of
sharks
like,
do.
well, exactly.
And the
And
shark's just doing that's
the shark
nature.
doesn't know you're not dinner. If you're,
Exactly.
if you're in a wetsuit looking like a sushi roll, I'm
Don't
with the
Or a
shark.
or a
don't go in the
seal,
water looking so tasty.
right?
I'm,
Look at there.
Now, goodness. Oh my. Oh,
oh,
good
Lord.
Lord.
100. Okay. Enough with summer, please. Yeah, and they're now saying they want to kill the sharks, and it's like you're in the
No.
shark's yard. If you came into my backyard, I'd go you too.
I'd eat
Like
your arm.
uninvited into my backyard. Yeah, we're not
Yes.
going to end up. Yeah, I love sharks, so yeah.
Have you, speaking of sharks, Grumpus, have you been have you been hearing about how the great whites are coming
Boom,
into
boom.
the Gulf?
No, I have
I
not.
heard that, Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
which
They haven't.
which is interesting to me because great whites usually are tropical, like they go up north or down to Cape
Right.
Town. I
Right.
had a friend actually have a very bad diving accident at depth,
Mm-hmm.
and a great white circled. They thought the great white was going to attack while he's on the bottom of the ocean, and it was actually marking where my friend was to say, "He's under me. Come and
Right
find me.
here.
He's here." Yeah, that's interesting because
Mm.
the Gulf isn't tropical. It's warm water, yeah, but it's not considered tropical, is it, Charlotte? Like North
it's
Queensland.
it's
Like
Well,
North.
very
Pretty
very
warm.
close. It's very
it's
close
very,
to being
very
tropical.
close. Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is, they're not normally. They don't usually make it their home.
That's what I'm thinking. They'll migrate when it's
Right.
warmer weather, like they do in Cape Town, down off South Australia, up north. But they don't stick around, as you said, to make
Right.
homes.
And
Right.
right now, the temperature of the Gulf is somewhere between 29 and 30 degrees Celsius.
Oh, my kind of weather, my kind of
Which,
water. Yeah.
and it's, I mean, even in wintertime, it's not much less than that, but
What is that in freedom
apparently,
units?
Just under
uh,
100.
84 to 86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, under 100, Charlotte. Okay, madam.
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's,
Grumpus. I was in the pool hall that day.
I was going to say, was Tom outside in that kind of weather? Sorry. Sorry.
one of the things that I've learned just by watching, I like
Shark
doing
Week. Let's face it, we all watch Shark
is
Week.
that
One of my
there
favorite times of
the
the year.
temperature of the Gulf, usually the surface temperature will get really, really hot in the 80s, 90s, but underneath it stays cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This year, apparently, it's feet deep that it's that hot, like lots of
Okay,
feet.
so
And maybe that's why they're coming
yeah,
in.
that sounds like what, as I said, the great whites are considered tropical sharks,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
that's why they migrate, particularly around Cape Town, where my friend goes cage diving twice yearly to track, and North Queensland and places like that. But that's interesting. They come, but then yeah, it kind of makes sense. But so they're not usually migrating to there because
We
usually.
don't have a lot of great whites in the Gulf as a
But
rule.
you do have or you've had great whites. I'm
Well,
just
yeah, yeah. But they're not, they just don't set up
It's usually
shop.
a fluke.
It's usually a
right.
fluke.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's
We think they're
unusual that
lost.
they're coming
Bottom
for
fish.
longer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See, when I lived in Florida, I had a loan shark follow me around a little bit, but other
Oh,
than that,
geez.
I'd never seen it.
Oh, and listen, I've heard of those loan sharks, Tom. You got to be careful because they take you out of the kneecaps, don't
Don't
they?
they? Don't they?
Yeah, I've heard about them.
They got a
Listen,
thing for knees.
yeah, and I've heard the loan shark is the only shark that'll hold a baseball bat to your knees, Tom. Neither confirm or deny.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, it's so Tom and I share a sense of humour. Tom should be very scared. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll have to ask. I've got a friend in Cape Town who has a marine research group that actually tag great whites, and I'll have to ask. As I said, I had a friend have a massive accident at depth. He had a pulmonary aneurysm blow, not an embolism blow in his left lung at depth.
Oh my
Jeez.
And
goodness.
so they couldn't decompress it, bring him back to the surface to decompress. So he lost his left optic nerve blew due
Oh,
to
Hmm.
he's still this happened in December last year. He's still in Cape Town undergoing hyperbaric treatment to get him stable enough to fly back to Seattle. So yeah, I'll
oh
have
gosh.
yeah, very lucky he did, and that was the shark he was tracking was the one that was circling because he lost contact when he went unconscious, and the
Right,
shark
right.
was circling, and they're like going to attack, and the shark's like, actually, I'm telling you, fools, where he is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was pretty scary, and I don't know whether I'll be able to go cage diving when I go to Cape Town because of my lungs. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I know exactly what the sharks think when they see the shark cages. Oh, look, the dumb humans packed me a lunchbox.
Oh, jeez.
Sushi lunch for me today. Thank you so much. No, I love sharks. Yeah, I was sad to hear that the young lady lost her arm, but I'm on the shark side totally, I'm afraid.
Well,
I'm,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you something that I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Tom.
no, 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 no.
I was
Okay.
watching. Some of you may be familiar with Neil deGrasse Tyson,
I
the
Yep,
love
yep.
Neil.
physicist.
Dr.
I
Neil.
love him too. And
Love him.
watching one of his videos the other day where he and his family were invited to go on a trip to Antarctica on this cruise ship, whatever. Anyhow, he
Icebreaker.
filmed the whole thing. It was fan freaking tastic. The filming was great. The scenery was absolutely beautiful, and I am totally engrossed in this video, right? And to me, the whole area just looked pristine and sacred.
Mm.
And then it pans over to this area where they've left old huts, old water tanks rusting, look like some kind of shipwreck with wood scattered everywhere. And I'm thinking,
Brooklyn.
what
I
the
was going to
hell?
say Jersey. I was going to say Jersey. I didn't want to go there. No,
And it really disturbed me. And I couldn't
no.
figure out.
What happened, Charlotte, with a lot of the Antarctic research bases, and I got to when I was in Christchurch, we went to the Antarctic because Christchurch is literally, a few
Right
hundred
there.
miles right down to hit Antarctica. A lot of the time, it would do more damage to the ecosystem to take the trash away, which seems counterproductive. But the way it was explained is a lot of like penguins and seals and whatnot actually go and make their homes in the rubbish. So yeah, like you see the pristine beauty of Antarctica. My mother did an Antarctic trip and she wants me to do an ice plunge. It's like, no, thank you. And yeah, you see that and then it pans across to that. But the reason, as it was explained to us in Christchurch, is they don't want to disturb the animals and creatures that now actually live in it.
I get that.
And because I thought exactly the same as you, I'm thinking this
I
is
was
like,
so offended. I was
yeah, I was too. And it's like,
There
well,
was graffiti
Yeah,
on
yeah,
I'm going to
the
believe
yeah.
pack
Oh,
it in
yeah.
and pack it
Yeah,
out.
no. The penguins get up with their spray cans and mark their
but
territory. So
and
this,
here's my view on that is those penguins and seals did just fine before we brought our
I
trash.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree with that. But why they don't, as I said, because I thought the same as you, I was absolutely horrified.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why don't you clean it up? And it's like,
Hmm.
it's actually going to do more damage to the ecosystem if we pull all that stuff out. And I'm like, how? And it's
It
like,
sounds
well,
like a cop out to me.
Mm.
that's what I thought too. But
I mean,
then,
you pack it in, you pack it out, just like
That's right.
anywhere else you go.
Boats brought it
exactly,
in, boats can take it
exactly.
out.
But I,
But here's the thing. Here was the big picture of what I took away from, because I had to sit and think. I had to sit with myself for a little while and
mhm.
think about why that angered me so much. The rest of the planet is the humans' playground. We have
Good
beat it
point.
up. We've beautified it. We've done all kinds of things to it. Leave the place down there where we don't even belong alone. Leave it alone.
Well, that's why I'm so glad. I would love, as a fan of Charles Darwin, to go to the Galapagos, but that's exactly the reason why the Galapagos is closed off. And I
Good.
used to be upset that it was closed off, but I understand why now. Like, this is when I was a kid,
Sure.
10-year-old reading Origin of the Species and whatnot. It's like,
Mhm.
I want to go where Darwin did. But now, because it is such a historic place, but that aside, because it is so untouched,
Yes.
you can't have people tracking through there because of the ecosystem. The other place I loved, thinking of New Zealand, I mean, I love both islands of New Zealand, it's divine, was Milford Sound. If you ever get to go to the South Island, do Milford Sound. It is, you can see why Tolkien thought of New Zealand for Middle Earth and why they filmed it there. It is, oh my God. But yeah, there was trash. There was a big bull seal over here, and there was trash all around him. And the boats can't get close enough because they don't like this. It's like, how did they get the trash? Apparently, the seals go into the water where people have dropped trash and drag it up.
Drag it up.
And it's like, why?
Wait a minute. The penguins came in from somewhere they lived before the trash dump. We might have to shoo them off while we clean up, but I think that's a reasonable cost to clean. I think so too.
I
You,
do too.
you
I'm
can
gonna see
always
it.
relocate. You can
You
always
might lose a
relocate.
couple of them, but
Yeah, if you want to build a habitat, do a proper habitat. Of course,
Exactly.
that environment down there especially is just so hostile most of
Oh,
the year.
I,
So,
there
which
was
is why I still believe wholeheartedly we have no place there, and neither does our junk.
I agree with that to a point. But if you look at Antarctica strategically, like these Antarctic bases and the research bases and the work they're doing down there, yes, overall, I would agree with that, Charlotte, that humanity does not need to be there. But if you look at the research bases and what they're doing down there, but the research bases do pack in and pack out, as you said,
Exactly.
Grumpus.
Exactly.
If they got trash, it's out on the next boat.
And not only that, but they do respect the environment they're in
Yeah,
because of the fact that they're researchers and they are trying to get to the bottom of whatever they're getting to the bottom of. But they
yeah.
do have a healthy respect for the environment that they're in.
Yes, and CB, I feel that with places like Milford Sound and also the rainforests, with the
Mm,
tropical rainforests,
mhm,
and like we've got a big reserve that I haven't been hiking to recently, a nature reserve just outside of town. Yes, anything like that
mhm,
should be untouched. But I also understand, as I said, for the researchers,
mhm.
but they are very strict. Yeah, if they, and you, we saw it on a big photo. There was like these pallets of
But they
rubbish and
won't.
whatnot that were put on the the supply ship had come in to resupply, and then the rubbish would
Mhm,
be cut like
mhm.
that. I don't have a problem with, but you have to respect what is there. Kind of like what CB's saying here. I think that's very true too.
Yes. Mhm. You know, every year here where I live, they do a coastal cleanup.
They
And
do here too.
because
Yeah.
my son is in the Boy Scouts, he has participated every year in going and grabbing, trash off the beach. You wouldn't believe, well, you probably would, the mess that they pick up off of that beach. It's
I
disgraceful.
remember we did it when I was a scout leader, and
Hmm.
we had several groups helping, and they pulled like 3 old shells of cars from the river. And it's like,
Tell you, loan sharks.
well, I mean,
yes, there's
these
bloody
guys
loan
go on
sharks
these fishing.
everything down here, Tom. Jeez, watch your kneecaps, brother.
These guys go out in their fishing boats, miles off the shore, and dump all the crap in the water. I mean, it may take it a few months, but it's going to
But it's
wash
going
back
to
up.
end up on
It's going to
land
wash
somewhere.
straight back up,
Hmm.
Grumpus.
Grumpus,
Exactly.
every day from New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all up and down on the eastern seaboard, there's barges that they take out. They used to go 3 miles. Now they go out 6 to 8 miles out, and that's where they dump the garbage,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then turn around and come back with the empty barge. So
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Was
yeah,
just trying to work out what you meant, but yeah, the garbage barges from the city. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like my brother's not one for climate change and whatnot. Oh, it's not our problem. No, that's true, brother, but it's going to be your son's problem. My nephew's problem in his generation. Oh, yeah, but my brother's like, no, we don't have to worry about that. They'll worry about it.
they say this year is going to be the worst for us here on the western side of the country because of no denying it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, last year, I'll never forget as long as I live. April 15th, all
Hmm.
right, 2025, it was the day before. On the 14th, it was 74 degrees.
Hmm.
The next day, it was 120 degrees. You can look it up.
Yeah, no, and
Crazy.
that's the thing. We had the first lot of rain last week in 6 months. Now, okay, Australia is a dry country. Yeah, of course. It is beyond what it's normally
Yeah.
been. And these people that want to deny, look, I'm neither here nor there. I have my own opinions, you
Yeah.
know,
Exactly. Exactly.
whatever. But, people saying, oh, it's just the cycle of how things go. Yeah, okay, maybe. Oh, history's had these heat waves before. Not like this, they haven't. Trust me, not like this. Um,
Yeah.
and like I said, okay, my generation, our generations don't have to worry about it, but my nephews will when we're long gone, and they're going to have to clean up our mess when we could have cleaned it up ourselves. Sorry, Grumpus, I'm on a rant. You're
Well, that's
sitting
all
here
right.
going, he's sitting there going, let it go, let it go.
I hear twice as much when I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you actually want to hear what I'm saying on your show as a guest, Grumpus. I'm trying to keep it PG-13 for Tom, but it's not
Yeah.
working. Love you, Tom.
I think
No, I
one of
don't
my
think
I've struggled with that whole climate change thing because I think the climate. Yes, do I believe that we're contributing to pollution and some of the problems? Yes, I do. But all in all, I believe that the climate is cyclical.
I
I
do too.
agree with that, but my brother's viewpoint, Charlotte, is, oh, we can't do anything about it. It's too late. So
No,
does that mean you're not going to try?
no, I would try.
We can
Yeah,
clean up. We
and
can clean up after ourselves, but you're
Yes,
not going to stop a 200-year cycle.
no, and that's what I'm saying. So yes, I totally agree with my brother's point that it's cyclical,
yeah.
but does that mean A, we can't clean up after ourselves, as you said,
No,
Grumpy,
no.
or that we can't
You just
not
can't
per-
sweep. You just can't sweep anything under the rug. That's. I
right?
mean, thinking
Right,
that you're cleaning it up and do it that way.
right.
Sometimes there's just too much regulation as far as to take care of something.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Cut to the chase. This is what we got to do. Here's what's going to happen, and
Right.
do it. Okay, but there's
Mm,
always going to be the yin and yang of everything,
Mhm.
the
yeah,
pros and the cons to
right.
something.
Good
So I
point.
mean, everybody can do their own part.
I
But
Well,
mean,
and
you
not,
here's
can't.
another aspect of it.
You
The
can't. You can't. You can't burn your trash, but you can dump it in the water.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah,
Explain
yeah.
that to me.
there you go. There you go.
Well, on the other hand, excuse me, you can't put gas in your car, but you can burn all that gas to provide electricity for the electric car.
Bingo.
It
Mm,
makes no
yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's the point, though. It's like I'm well, some of us on this panel, gentlemen, are full of gas, but my house is that. I was
Well, I
talking about
never.
Grumpus. Notice how Tom sits up. I was talking about Grumpus, sir. You assume.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Ego much, Tom? You get your solar panels. My dad had solar panels, but it ended up costing him more to run the solar
Of course.
panels than it.
Mm,
And that's what I have the problem with. Not so much that he was at least attempting to lessen his
right.
bills.
Right.
And like you said, Tom, about the regulations and things, there needs to be conformity if it's that or some checks
But
and
It's
balances.
Well, and I'll be
but the
honest with
solar
you, I
panels
kind
have
of
a
recently.
lifespan. What do you do with them when they're done?
That's right.
Wind, we've got a big wind farm out of town.
Hmm.
And to my heart, like I'm all for wind power, as I said, some of us are full of it, myself included. Um, Hot wind, cool wind,
Eh,
whatever.
I bet they're
And
spinning in Australia.
up the way to America, my friend. Check the toilet bowl for confirmation. Um, and my brother and I were heading out of town, and there was a truck
Hmm.
with the turbines on them. And he turned off the road and dumped them on the side of the road. And it's like,
Oh,
why would you do that?
what?
Because they can't be like put in trash because of what they're made of.
Yep.
They can't be recycled. And it's like, okay, so we're extolling the virtues of wind power and wind turbines,
Right.
but when they break or they get replaced, You're just dumping them on the side of the road because you can't dispose of them.
Makes no sense, does it?
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It has to
But
make some sense to me. I'm all, as I said, I'm all for wind power, and
Right.
I've stood under the turbines. They're freaking huge, but you've addressed one problem, i.e., using wind power, but not the rest of how do you dispose of it.
Right.
And that's what.
out
Sorry.
here they have, especially in New Mexico, coming across
Hmm.
into there is wind farms, turbines. Okay,
Mhm.
as far as the eye can see. Then they have that has been popping up probably within the 10, 15 years
Hmm.
are the solar panels. I mean, millions of them.
Mhm.
Okay, as you're driving
Oh.
by. Okay, so yeah, we have plenty of sun. We have plenty of wind blowing out here.
Hmm.
Okay, uh,
Not saying
it's
a word, Tom. No.
some parts of the desert you cannot inhabit. Okay,
Hmm.
so that's where I think that stuff belongs.
Right.
Yeah, as I said, it's just along here. You go along the highway, and every few hundred miles, you see where they've dumped
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now we
dumped
had
these things because they haven't thought ahead of
yeah,
Right.
we
what to do with them, and
out here is known as the Silver State. Okay,
Hmm.
it's
where are
that's
you,
what
Tom?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, I thought you were in New York. Okay.
No, no, no. And now the silver mines have slowed down to where, they still mine it, but not a lot.
Not a lot.
Gold mines are there, but they're basically all privately owned.
Right.
But what they make out here, the big industry now is lithium. Okay, for
The lithium
batteries.
batteries. Yep,
Oh, yeah.
yep,
Okay,
yep, yep.
so yeah, that's what they do. I mean, and go for it. I have no problem with it. But I mean, as far as the different regulations and stuff like that, fighting over regular energy versus, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm telling you that it's easier if you regulate per state what everybody does, not
If you're
across the
not trying to
board
do
with
it
everything.
federally, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
it's big government, not good.
Hey, a little fish in the kitchen. I
Hey,
think I'm ready to.
Marcel.
How you doing, Marcel?
Marcel, what's
Good
up,
to
baby?
see you.
We still
Good to
got
see you.
room.
Come
Just
on
got home.
yonder.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it just drives me nuts, Tom, that,
Mm.
you know, like I said, I'm all for natural, I'm self sufficient, I don't have toxins in my house for migraines and whatnot.
Right.
But it's just so hard to do it when they're not thinking ahead. Like he's,
Right. Well,
um,
I like what CB said over here. He said that the green alternatives are being offered. The ones that are being offered are not designed to be optimal for the environment. They're designed to be
for
optimal
profit.
for profit. And
It's
the
called
green
green
aspect
paper.
is the marketing.
Yeah,
See how much money you can make off of it.
and as cynical as that sounds to say out loud as CB did,
Hmm.
it's true.
Yes,
I
it is.
know if I see something that's sustainable or environmentally, I'm more likely to click on it and purchase it or
Right.
consider, for the marketing, and then realize, oh, maybe it's not as sustainable or as good for the
Right.
environment
Right.
as I thought it was. But yeah, it is marketing. Um, oh, drag tubs to the bar.
Well, it's
Oh,
his weekend, isn't it?
what is it?
I would like to be dragged out of a bar right now.
I would like to be dragged into a bar. Just saying. Yeah, I like to do things differently.
But from coming from the East Coast out here, okay, lived in Texas, oil wells and stuff like that.
Mm.
Basically everything is about the money, and the older I get, that's what everything boils
Hmm.
down to: health care,
Yeah, health and
prescriptions,
money. Yeah, health and
food,
finances. Yep.
everything. It's all about the bucks. With that said, all right, stop too much regulation. There's too much
Hmm.
regulations on stuff. Too many
Hmm.
fees. Just try to get a mortgage today in this country. All right, you need a bank of lawyers.
Hmm.
Yep. Same here.
Ju-
Same here.
buy a cell phone and get a contract with a company to operate out of, you need a lawyer to read all the paperwork. It's
Yeah.
just too much, way too much. That's why I'm gonna Grumpus. I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get a wagon, covered wagon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a couple mules, and I'm coming to see you.
I
So,
hope it's a.
so you're basically going to ride an ass to see Grumpus.
I hope.
Okay, I see how
I
that
hope
works.
it's a chuck wagon.
What else would it be, buddy?
Be careful on that Oregon Trail now.
I was going to say, if I throw a rock at you while you're riding your donkey, does that mean you're stoned off your ass, Tom? I'm just asking. These are the questions the people want to ask.
Oh my.
Well, I would use a steer or an ox, but I don't think it
Oh,
would make
okay. So no
I don't think it would
donkeys
make it out
involved.
of Utah.
Just show up with 3 legs because you got hungry.
I have played Oregon Trail, and I actually knew what you were talking about when you said that, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Giddy up, Stumpy.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, Tom. I thought you were talking to Grumpus there. My mistake.
Careful, Megan. You're getting all over my screen.
I'd like to say I was choking on my own disgust, but it was a mouthful of no sugar.
It looks like we might just have a nice day tomorrow. Partly
I got a
cloudy,
nice day
80
tomorrow because it's Monday and I'm supposed to be going back to work.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
that's right. You're from the future. I forgot.
That's right.
Yeah, well, hence, I don't know if you can see it, but hence the DeLorean behind me.
Yeah.
That is an actual DeLorean in front of the cinema I first saw Back to the Future at when I was a kid.
Hey,
When I was-
do you have a lottery down there? And can you give me the numbers for today?
I can, but why would I? I'd rather give them to Charlotte because she'll use it wisely.
Oh my, thank you.
Actually, we have been able to play the US lotteries.
Oh, no kidding.
I saw down an advertisement for the US lotteries, and it's like, well, hang on the exchange rate, you're only going to get 5 cents in the, or whatever, the 60 cents, I think it is, or 56 cents, I think it is, for the exchange. Nah, I haven't wasted my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although 10 million American would go down a treat right now for my bank balance, just
Wouldn't
saying.
it? Dude, I don't even need to be greedy. Y'all can give me a tenth of that.
I was going to say, give me $1 million. Honestly, Charlotte, give me $1 million so I can
Right.
do the trips I want planned. I'm going to Paris for my birthday. My 50th is in December this year, and I'm going to Paris next year. Just give me the money for that. I'm good.
Yep.
I know a guy where you can get the money from.
Yeah, one of those baseball bat wielding loan sharks, right? Is his name Marco or Julio? Or Giuseppe?
Probably
I know
Vinny.
Vinny.
Probably
Oh,
Vinny.
why did I not believe that Tom would know Vinny? Vinny talks about you all the time, Tom. Not well,
Forget about it, huh?
but forget about it.
Oh, my-
So, wow, we're really hating on the Italians today, aren't we?
Hey, they earned that reputation. Okay.
Nobody said
Hey,
nothing about
I've seen
Italian.
Goodfellas, I've seen Scarface, I've seen The Godfather, okay? I know the reputation.
But you haven't seen The Irishman.
Oh, that's true.
Excuse me, you're talking to part Irish and my grandma. Which part, though?
100%. Thomas Joseph Francis Garvey the first.
No, it's O'Garvey. If it's
That was
O'Garvey,
that was the surname in Ireland. Oh,
no,
Garvey.
my great my grandfather's sister was Kathleen Clare, and that side of the family was from County Clare, and my grandmother's family was from County Cork.
That's where mine's from.
Yeah.
Cork. We
Y'all must be related.
we had
Oh,
a
can I not be and say what I was? Oh, I don't want to put my toe in that end of the genetic
my
pool, if you don't mind.
Our- my
Love
dad's name was Robert Emmett Patrick Garvey.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
My
that
bro-
is
my-
very Irish.
His
yeah.
his first son, my brother, was Robert Emmett Patrick Jr.
Mhm.
Right.
So my
Yep.
brother, his first son was Robert Emmett Patrick the third,
Mhm.
Yep.
and the
Yep.
other three boys were all middle name was Emmett.
I love it. Love
So
him as a name.
so
Not
we
because of Doc Brown either, but
so
well,
we
he
bought a place, okay,
Mhm.
and turned it into a rock club to start with, and it
Mhm.
was called Emmett's Inn.
Okay.
And we sold it a
okay.
couple times. We had a lot of big rock stars played there the whole bit. We sold it, got it back 2 or 3 times, and then opened it up as Garvey's Pub.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
more Irish. The pub. Yeah.
So, but we had to drop the name Garvey's Pub because we got sued from Garvey's Pub in Ireland.
What?
Yeah.
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 So we had to call it Garvey's Family Restaurant. But that's where I started my career. Started
Okay.
out as tending bar,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I've been in a
yeah.
bar for all my life.
Well, see, in
Wow.
our family, on my father's side, it's John. So my
Okay.
my great grandfather was John John Goldcrudger. Then my grandfather was John Francis. My father is, or was, I should say, John Damien. My brother is Simon John, and my nephew is Oliver Damien John. John Damien being my
Jesus.
father's name. So that's five. I've traced back 26 generations in my family, and out of the 26 generations I've been able to trace back, 24 of them at least have two Johns in their lines.
Oh my.
Wow.
And on
A
my
lot of
and
Johns.
on our female side, on my father's side, it's Margaret. So it's my grandmother, my mother, and I all have Margaret. So Megan is the Welsh form of Margaret. My grandmother was Margaret. My mother is Gwen Margaret, and my grandmother on my mother's side is Latvian, but Marta, her middle name, is also Margaret. So yeah,
Oh,
we've got a few, and Kathleen was the other female one. My great grandmother, my great aunt. Yeah, we're traditionalists. We have the long lines
Yeah.
of.
As far as I know, I think I'm the only Grumpus.
I think I'm the only Charlotte.
I love Charlotte. Grumpus, I'm indifferent on his name, male or female, though. Asking for a friend, I love Charlotte. I love the old fashioned names, though.
Thank you. Well,
My,
I
it's
love
my
it's
the.
becoming quite common since the little princess was
Oh,
born.
and isn't she a delightful? Isn't she gorgeous? I love
Beautiful
Princess
girl.
Charlotte. She's
Beautiful
a
girl.
real. She wouldn't. Those boys wouldn't mess with her. I wouldn't think she's
No,
got a.
I'm so curious to see what she does when she grows up.
I think she's going to be very much like her dear mother. I,
Well,
I think
she
there's.
probably will. I think she's gonna be a go-getter.
Oh
That's
yeah, I don't think she. If a man tells her to sit down and behave, she's going to punch him on the nose. I
she just
guarantee it.
might. She just might.
Because she's done it to. Apparently, she's laid out a brother, is what
Oh
I
dear Lord.
laid out her dear brother George more than once. So
And
I
I
don't.
don't keep up with the
I don't.
family very much, but
I
it's
don't.
interesting to see the development of the kids
Yeah.
because
Oh,
I'm
well,
oh
Prince George is off to $167,000 a term Eton College after like his father and uncle, grandfather, uncle, and father did. Yeah, okay.
a lot
Boarding
of
school.
money.
Oh, yeah, like they're paying you. Come on. Well, cynical much?
No,
Um,
you are.
cynical but realistic, I think I would frame
Yes,
myself as, or brutally sarcastic, as my mother keeps reminding me.
right, right.
Anyway.
Oh
I wish
gosh,
him the best at boarding school as a 13-year-old. My brother was a 16-year-old at boarding school.
boarding school. Good grief.
Oh, my brother was getting bullied unmercifully at the public school to the point where he was trying to work out how he could put a shank in his sleeve so he could shank the idiots that
Oh my.
supposedly his best friends from private school that went over with him that were bullying him. And then my father yanked him and sent him to boarding school to keep him alive,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. That is a shame.
Well, as I said, it was one of his best friends from a private school that came with him or went
Right,
with him to the same school that started all the crap.
right,
Um,
right. Ugh.
yeah, yeah. But no, he thrived at boarding school, and he was cadet understaff sergeant, and was some can't remember was winning awards, and was supposed to go back for old boys school to play rugby, but had an ulcer burst, and unfortunately, it was the weekend he'd been looking forward to that he couldn't go
Oh,
to his alumni reunion. But yeah, no, my brother's
what a
awesome.
shame.
Yeah.
Speaking of boys, I got to spend the day with my son who's in the Air
Oh,
Force yesterday,
Oh,
and it
really?
was so fun. Yeah, he took me to lunch. He took me to lunch. I didn't have
instead
to
of
pay
you
for
taking
anything.
him to lunch. Yes. Sorry, I'm cynical because yeah, when my mother takes me to lunch, it's like, what are you? Oh, you're not just wanting to spend time with me, mother. I'm happy to
Right.
spend time with you, but what are you actually asking me for now?
Well, he texted me, I guess it was Thursday. Yeah,
Mm.
it was Thursday, and he goes, "Hey, you wanna go to lunch with me around noon tomorrow?" And I said, "Sure." He shows up at the front door, we go off to lunch, we went to a sushi place,
Love
and then we, left there, and he goes, "You mind sitting with me while I get my oil changed?" I said, "No, I don't mind, I don't have anywhere to be."
Yeah, that's what I say to mum. Hey, let's make a day of it. We're going out on Friday, this coming
Right,
Friday. I got to go out to the Cairo, so I'm going to be out. I don't want to be out too long, but yeah, let's go for lunch. I'm going to
right.
be out
Well,
of
when we
there.
got back to the house, he still sat here for another couple hours and just visited, and he got
How often do you see him? Do you see him regularly?
no.
He's been gone for a while, hadn't he?
Yeah, he's been gone a while. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's nice. And we do that with my brother and my nephew. Like my brother has custody of my nephew like every second weekend.
Mhm.
This weekend was the off weekend, so we have it all caught up. But yeah, we go out to the park and grab coffee or McDonald's with
Right.
Oliver, and yeah, it's mum and I spend time with him playing at the park or watching
Yeah.
Bluey or whatever he
Well,
wants to do.
um, he's been in Biloxi since the end of May, April, into April.
Okay, so not that long
And
ago, but long enough.
right, well, that's right down the street from me, but I haven't. He's been over once around the second week that he was here. He came and visited once, but
Right.
then, he's got a baby and a wife,
Oh,
and the baby and the wife this past weekend went to her mother's house in West Virginia to stay until he's finished with his schooling. So
right.
I think this weekend he's had more time. While
Yeah.
while he was visiting with his baby and wife on the weekends, I didn't call him or bother him because I knew he needed to spend time with them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
And
know.
that's the same with my brother
Mhm.
and nephew. Like, I'll wait for the phone call to go. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you want to go? Want to go to the park with Oliver? Yeah, sure.
Right,
Hey,
I'll be
whatever I'm
right
doing.
back, folks.
right. Well, I just thought it
You
was
going
really
to the pub?
fun. But tomorrow he's gonna be at the crawfish boil and, with all the other
Yeah,
dads.
I'm sorry. The crawfish. I'm just basking in how southern that is to me. No disrespect, Charlotte, but I love hearing. Oh, yeah, he's coming over for the craw.
Yeah,
Well,
that's just what we do.
yeah, no, that's what I love about it. In Australia, it's hey, it's Christmas. Come over for the Christmas feast in the backyard cricket. Yeah, I'm there. But just the way you said that, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you, Charlotte. But just the way you said it and your whole face lit up, I'm like, Southern. I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
yes. Well, that's like our sweet tea.
Yeah, I was going to say sweet tea's the other one. Actually, I need. I wait for the boys to come back. I need to get another account.
I'm
Actually.
never without it, ever, ever without
So
it.
explain, while the boys aren't here, explain what sweet tea is to me. I've heard of
Well,
it.
it's black pekoe tea like Lipton or
Right.
Tetley
Yeah,
or whatever brand you like. I like Tetley.
yeah,
And
totally
you
right.
just put your tea bags in the water and you let them steep for probably maybe half a quart of water. Okay, maybe a whole quart. Who knows?
just however much fits in the pan. You throw your tea bags in there. I usually use 4 tea bags. And then I let it get good and dark, squeeze out the tea bags out of the water, and you put it aside, and then you pour it into a pitcher. Well, then you take about a half a cup of sugar and you pour that in there, and then you fill the rest of the pitcher up with water, and you stir it up, and it's tea. It's sweet tea.
It's sweet. See, my teeth stood to attention when you said how much sugar you use, and I'm kind of like,
I don't use that much. I usually use about a third of a cup, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say I like sweets, but my teeth were like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Oh gosh, look, if you go to a restaurant around here, I have to order my sweet tea half sweet and half unsweet, because they make it so sweet that it will curl your taste buds.
Just talking about it.
What does that say? One what?
87.
What is that?
My
Is that
blood
your blood
sugar just.
Oh,
blood sugar. I was going to say blood pressure with me being here.
No,
that's a lot better, Mom.
It's like I shouldn't drink coffee, but I need it.
Charlotte, that's down 200 points.
Yeah, that's great.
I was gonna,
I mean, it's still a little high, but still, you're on the trajectory that you need to be on.
But just talking about sweet tea, it went up.
Oh, see, and now CB, he's in the South too, and he drinks it unsweet.
Drinks it unsweet. Like I drink tea. I drink iced tea, iced coffee. So is that what you mean, CB? That you drink it unsweet? So make it the same way, but don't put the sugar in.
Put the sugar in it, yeah. And you can adjust the strength of the tea by how many tea bags you throw in there.
Listen, I like my tea, like my man, strong.
And standing straight up.
Dark. Don't say a word, Tom. No, it's kind of like how I like my coffee. Like the dark side, strong enough to destroy planets.
Yeah. Well, and I like my tea kind of strong as well.
Okay. So most any place with the sweet tea will have sweet and unsweet. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I tried these sweet to see if I liked it.
But now I'm going to tell you something, Megan. If you come over here and you order sweet tea and they hand you a pack of sugar, throw it at them. Because once
it's like what you don't have the ability to make a. It's like if I wanted a cup of tea, I would have asked for it.
Well, not only that, but when you're making sweet tea, you have to put the sugar in while the water's hot, and then it dissolves.
Right. I was going to say
a cup of unsweet tea like this, and I added sugar to it. It would take 45 minutes of stirring it to get it incorporated. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I was going to say if I don't mix my sugar in my coffee, you get it at the bottom of the mug.
Yeah, and you don't want that because that's gross. So it has to be.
Hang on, we might need to change the subject because I can see Tom's blood sugar going
up. Just talking about it.
No, I just saw that he's like, oh.
Hey, Charlotte.
You'll do this.
Look at the message I just got from. Now this is a casino right down the road from where I live.
Okay. Oh gosh. I can hardly see it. Deliciously.
Emerald Lagasse. He's the same age as me.
Is he?
Chef Emil.
And he's Chef Emerald Lagasse, and he's opened up a restaurant in this place.
Oh, no kidding.
So who says you're too old, right?
No, he's not too old. No. One of the best places I ever ate was a Emerald Lagasse restaurant here on the coast. They've closed it. Remember when we had the big oil spill, the Horizon?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Oil rig blew up.
Yeah. I know the one you mean. I can't think of what it's called.
Anyhow, because business just basically stopped, it put the restaurant out of business.
Yeah.
And
he franchised this stuff out.
Right.
I met him many years ago, and we talked a little bit. And his same, like me, plays the drums. Mm-hmm. Okay, cook. But his name got taken over. So it was more of a franchise type of thing.
Oh,
Okay, from when he was back in the day. So this is basically the same thing. What they're doing, they're using his name,
oh, I see.
to come out here, and because Gordon Ramsay right now is losing tons of money out here because too expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Martha Stewart pretty much bought him, didn't she?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
What,
just
who?
Emerald,
I mean,
Emerald.
well,
Uh-oh.
I was just showing them. They just got a message. They're going to open up this place called the M, and it's right there, right down the road from my house here.
Oh, that'll
Okay.
be
you're going to go to the opening, Tom?
Now I've eaten into his
Probably.
I've eaten to his restaurant there in MGM Grand several times.
Mhm.
Is
New
it any?
Orleans Fish House, I think they call it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I've
I've
eaten
got
at
to go to New
Nola's in New Orleans a couple of times, and I ate at his big restaurant at Emerald's back in the warehouse district. I ate there once, but I don't think he recovered from Katrina from that one.
No,
Oh,
when he retired, actually he got beat up. What I mean by that is he needed a lot more lawyers than what he had.
mm.
Okay, because they actually stripped him of everything. But he held tight. I mean, he's got a good work ethic. I mean, as far as what he was doing. So he's retired, but they're just
Yeah,
using his name. You know.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Is
yeah.
he
But
still
after Martha got her talons in him, you never heard from him anymore.
That's right.
Right, right.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
non-disclosure.
So when I get to New Orleans, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later,
Uh-huh.
particularly for Carnival, cannot wait.
Ooh.
When, like, what? Okay, aside from the French Quarter, which is where I'm going to be mostly, what are good places to go to? Like, educate the Australian here on places.
I am so sorry, Megan, but the only reason I would step foot in New Orleans is to go through it. I don't like it there. It's it's, it's dangerous. It stinks. and but now you know what? If you will,
But if you look dangerous and you stink, people will leave you
people
alone.
will leave
I
you
was
alone.
going to say, perfect. I'm good.
But now that's just in the quarter as far as
I like New
know.
Orleans.
Um, see, now Grumpus likes it there. My daughter loves New Orleans. And
I just want to go to say I've been. Like, I don't.
I'll take a 3-day weekend and just go stay and just eat myself
That's
silly
what I
now,
want to
see,
do.
that's
for
the
2.5
thing.
days.
You
I want to
can
wait.
make your way through New Orleans and enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a great place to go and eat. If you want, I will talk to my daughter tomorrow and send you an email of her recommendations.
That'd be great. I mean, I'm not going for a few years, but I'm just saying, like, the locals or people
It's-
who've been there.
It's been
Right.
a few years since I've been there, so that, a lot of them restaurants rotate around. You go
That's
there
true.
one time and it's not there the next time you go.
That's
I
kind
was-
of what I want to do. Little fish.
When
Just
I
the
was going there,
cheapest-
actually, I sat in front of Paul Perdone, and he cooked right for me.
No kidding.
Oh yeah,
Why? That is.
yeah.
Yep,
That's
that's a
when-
good place. Commander Palace is a good place.
Yeah, as I said,
Port of Two
kind of like
Sisters
what-
is a good place.
But hang
Like
on,
what-
I'll tell you my daughter's favorite restaurant.
Brannigan's or
It's okay. Hang on.
Brennan-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'd have to stick close to the tourists. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to be.
It's called Pigeon and Whale, and it is in New Orleans on I can't pronounce that.
a lot of places.
Freret Freret Street.
Farah?
Freret Street.
Farah? Anyway, yeah.
I'm not French.
I just want to. I want to taste gumbo. I want to taste.
Now,
like
now when I go, I'm walking the whole French Quarter
yeah,
during
that's
the
what
day.
I'm doing too. Yeah.
I don't walk it at night.
No,
Oh
don't.
God, no.
Bourbon
I
Street and all that stuff. I generally I have breakfast, brunch, lunch, and a mid afternoon lunch, and
So,
then
okay,
we'll go somewhere off the beaten path for supper.
I was going to say, so Grumpus is actually Gandalf the Grey, having first breakfast, second breakfast.
Oh yeah,
No,
we're
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting
I
there
got
eating, and all we're talking about is where we're going to go eat next.
Next.
yeah. That's what I want to do because I
I
have
do that
heard
for
the
2 days straight.
beignets and the gumbo and the crawfish
Well,
and
I
this.
will say gumbo will depend on the restaurant you go to.
Yes,
Exactly.
I
yeah,
would definitely, if I were going to get gumbo from a place, it would be a high-end place, not a
yeah.
And
Not a food truck.
side of the
and
road.
turtle soup.
And turtle soup. Yeah.
Turtle soup.
No, I'm doing it, Tom. No,
I went. I was in one little side place, okay,
Mhm.
and I sat down. The waiter come over, and I said, "You know what? Let me try that snapper soup."
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he had his pad, and he looked at me and he went like this. Don't tell me what I want and what I don't want. I want the snapper soup. Well, I tell you one thing. I took maybe half of that bowl of snapper soup, and I
Uh-huh.
was staying at the Holiday Inn, not that far down the
Uh huh.
road. Well, you could not put a dollar bill between the cheeks of my butt and trying to get back to that Holiday Inn.
oh no,
Ah!
you
Oh,
never move so quick to the bathroom, right?
Well, you just went to the wrong place.
oh my goodness.
But
But there again,
he was going. You really want it?
he
You
was going
really?
like this to me. Sure
CB,
enough.
I am right there with you. The best gumbo is at my house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to. I just want to. I love.
Here's
Like
the
I
thing you should look for, though. A lot of people in the restaurant industry, they're trying to get that gumbo done. So what they do is they overcook, they burn the roux. They try to cook it too
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
It starts to taste like dirt. You got to
Right.
be so careful about how far you let it get, how brown you let it get, and how quickly you let it get there. And
Yeah.
if they don't know what they're doing, most restaurants that I go to here, I will not eat their gumbo. It tastes like dirt to me.
Yeah. Me
That's
too.
like tomato sauce. Okay, when you go into Italian
No,
restaurants.
Mhm.
Okay,
I better
the
not eat
same.
it if it's got tomato in it. Ooh,
Every
no.
yeah, but I'm saying the tradition is that grandma made it the best, and everybody tries to do
Oh,
that
always. Yeah.
into the restaurant. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So
Mm,
my tomato sauce would be different than the Italian place down the
Mhm.
street from my restaurant.
yeah.
Okay, so the whole idea is the signature dish. Gumbo has the same problem. Okay,
Mm,
because it's depending on what parish you come from. Okay,
mm,
and everybody has a different way. Some people like a darker roux. Some people like a blonde roux to cook it down this way.
Yeah.
So too much okra, not enough okra. Okay, what else? Whatever the stuff else they put in there.
Right.
So it's more of a tasting challenge. Okay,
Mhm.
mm.
Mhm.
and you can't just like barbecue. Okay,
You
what
can't
else do
just
you
say
put?
one size fits all.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there, and especially nowadays because making that kind of stuff is all done powdered now.
Mm.
Yes.
Open up a pack,
Yeah, you've got
dump
to
it
have it.
in. So I
Mix it
mean,
up.
Well,
As
this
True.
Barbara
is why I
said.
have turtle soup at about 8 different places that weekend I go
Mhm.
because it's all
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
I was gonna say I was staying at the casino in Sydney in January, and yeah, same meal every night in
Mhm.
different restaurants in the casino. Everything tasted differently, and it's like I I ordered this here, and it wasn't even like a uniform taste with all the exact ingredients in each meal. Yeah, and
CB, I don't put tomatoes in my gumbo either.
paprika,
paprika. Yeah.
paprika, a
No,
lot of
it's
paprika.
maybe I don't know if it's strictly Cajun, but a couple of my friends from New Orleans swear tomato makes a gumbo great.
It
There,
And
probably
they're
does.
Cajun, so
this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay,
yeah.
so you know,
Don't even get me started on chili.
yeah,
And
Oh, I love me. Grumpus,
no beans.
when
I
you're
had
stirring your gumbo, you have to do it counterclockwise
yes, yeah, it's like the toilets. The difference between toilets. Yeah, if you've seen the
because if you
Simpsons,
don't, you're conjuring hurricanes.
yes, and voodoo witch doctors, I
Yeah,
believe too.
there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Says me with the voodoo doll here.
Here you go.
Um,
Well, me
no,
and the wife will go over there, and I'll have oysters and turtle
oh,
soup almost everywhere I go, and the wife will have crab cakes and some type of usually a fried shrimp at every
Mm,
place we go, and it's always different no matter where you go, but it's
yeah.
always been good.
I
man.
like what you said, Tom, about grandma making the food. My grandmother, she'd follow a recipe, but she'd read the exact, measurements and go, yeah, no, and just,
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
How much is that? Oh, it's that. Well, your hand is smaller than mine. Is that half of that for me or three of those?
When I was a kid, I'd go into the city to see my grandmother. Okay, with my dad, the family,
The family,
and she
yeah.
would she would cook a big. And she was a little woman, but she cooked a ton of food.
Mm.
Okay, and as she was getting older, I mean, she used to make dumplings. Okay, like chicken and dumplings and stuff like that. But one time, I think I was maybe like 10 or 12 years old, and went over to my mother. I says, Nana, we already ate. I said, but Nana left a lot of stuff on the table. She forgot to put some of the ingredients in. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But it still had that same flair, same
Uh
taste,
huh.
whatever
Yeah,
like that.
and there was just some, and that's why I think when you have your favorite recipes grandma used to make, and you try to make them, and you can never make them exactly the same. Yeah, it's because this to you and I are two different things, but she knew exactly what that was.
My mother was in charge of the cafeteria for the schools. There was like
Mhm.
4 or 5 schools. Okay, so the PTA came to her. That's parent teacher
A parent teacher
organization. Okay,
associates. Yep.
they came to her and she said, Mrs. Garvey, we would love to get a recipe from you. Whatever your famous recipe is, this and that. So hers was a cake, some cake that she made.
Mm.
So we still have the book, okay. So, but that everybody look, oh yeah, that's good, that's good. So I made the recipe, okay, and I cooked it, and I said, this tastes
Yep.
nothing like it. What
Nothing.
the hell? So I went and see my mother. I says, Mom, I followed the whole thing. It does not taste like your cake. She says, do you think I'm going to give a stranger my
My
recipe?
favorite recipe, or that secret little. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's it, CB. I've got my grandmother and my father's cookbooks with all their notes. And it's like, yeah, it's probably why I've never baked because
My my
yeah,
favorite message, my favorite measuring is to taste. What the
but
heck is that?
well, to my taste buds telling me this is good. You don't have to trust me. You don't have to, as long as my taste
add
buds are good with it, Grumpus.
add this
I'm
to taste.
fine.
Add that to taste. And
I used
I
to make
think
a
at
And
least
that's
give
what
me
I
a,
was saying. And
I
that's
can
what my
I can
grandmother would
measure a
say.
pinch.
Yeah, a pinch, that much or that much, small, medium, or large. Can you give me some direction here?
I,
Yeah,
I, I used to make a lobster bisque, especially in the restaurant. That was a number one seller.
Mm.
Okay, but
yeah.
once I got out of the business, and we're home, and I had a whole bunch of people coming over,
Ooh.
and Marie comes up to me and she says, "The bisque don't taste the same." I said, "Well, the last time I made it, I was drunk. I have no idea what you're talking about."
Oh
You
no.
expect me to make this sober?
Never
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
a
not
sober
working.
before.
Not working. No, I don't cook a lot because I live alone.
Hmm.
But I do appreciate good food, and that's one thing I've kind of missed. Well, many things I've missed since my dad passed away was that little bit of, even in a roast or like a roast chicken or something, like basic to make, but there was always that little. One thing I haven't had since my dad died, and I absolutely love, is mashed potato, but I
Mm.
Oh
cannot,
yeah.
I cannot get it like he used to. And I don't know whether I'm stirring incorrectly or not putting it up. Like my dad's mashed potato would be these huge piles, and he'd have butter melting down, and I'll eat potato all day, every day, but I just can't get the mashed potato right. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'll get mashed potato if I'm out. Someone else cooks it for me, but I really miss how he.
That was back in the day, right there.
Who's that? That's you, Tommy?
Yeah.
You know what, Poppy? makes the best mashed potatoes I've ever eaten.
Mm,
And it is now his job in our house to make the mashed potatoes.
right.
Yeah, see, that's where he messed up. He should have
Oh, my dad!
salted them
I've
or
got my
something.
dad's one of those. Charlotte,
That's
I've
what
got
he
my dad.
uses.
He's he
Yeah.
should have stuck with the boat.
And with mashed potatoes, you have to do them while they're hot.
Yes,
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 If
yes.
not,
Not
you're going to
lukewarm.
make
They've got to
glue.
be. Yes.
So,
I've
I,
got
I,
I've got one of those hand mashers, Charlotte,
yep.
and my
I've got
mom
my
came
dad.
over, and I've got my KitchenAid sitting there on the counter. She
Yeah.
says he's got this nice mixer, and he's doing this by hand.
It's
I said,
because
but it come out better this way.
yes, it does. It certainly does.
And I think that's true too, because you can have all the gadgets you want, but there's nothing like homemade, handmade. Yeah, yeah.
And they're
And
quick. They're so fast to make mashed potatoes. They're so fast.
mm,
The longest part is the boiling of the potatoes.
exactly. But yeah, I agree with that, Charlotte, that you've got to have them hot because anything less than having them hot, particularly when you're pouring the milk in my
Mhm.
experience, just lets just
Yeah,
goes lumpy and
Well, how
I
else you
think
going to
does.
get a stick of butter to melt if it's not hot?
Exactly.
right,
A
exactly.
stick.
Well, I
What
don't
are you
put
talking
the whole
about? A stick? A
stick.
No,
pound?
too many jokes about sticks, gentlemen. No, we're not doing that
I
now. Well,
usually only do a half a stick in a big pot of
I usually just get a dessert spoon and
mhm.
just cut. I think
Whack it
two.
off in
Yeah,
there.
I don't use stick butter because I'm not fancy. All right,
Well,
Grumpus. Okay.
I'll boil four baking potatoes, and put the
uh-huh.
whole stick in there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a little
And
rich for me.
and
Not
I'll
gonna hurt you.
crush up a couple of cloves of garlic and put that into boiling water.
Oh, now Poppy does that too.
I,
Oh, don't
I'll use a
tease
stick
me
of
with a good
butter.
time,
I'll use a
Grumpus.
stick of butter and probably 2 cups of heavy cream with 40% butter fat.
There you go.
Oh, yum.
There you go.
Ooh, my lactose intolerant stomach said you had me till you put that full cream milk in there.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Now I would use half
No,
and half
you've got to have full cream.
whole
You
milk.
have to have full cream milk in mashed potatoes.
see, that's where we went wrong. Okay, well, our generation anyway, because we got caught up with that stuff. Red
The
meat
whole
bad.
fat-free thing.
Oh, I'm
Not the,
vegetarian, but yeah, red meat bad, eggs too much cholesterol, whatever.
Fat-free
What was the
mayonnaise.
other one?
What?
I had 4 friends of mine, really good friends from high school. Okay,
Mhm.
here I am. I'm cooking up in a restaurant, this and that, butter, olive
Mhm.
oil, all this stuff like that, and these guys are saying, "Can't have that.
Can't
I
have
can't
that.
have that. I'm gonna have pasta." All 4 of them are dead.
I was going to say all four have dropped dead of
Yeah,
heart
'cause
attacks or some such. May they rest in. Yeah, running,
they were
dropped dead
jogging.
of a heart attack on a
Yeah,
jog. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think
No,
for me, because I'm now plant-based vegan, it's
Mhm.
moderation. It's all moderation. It
Yeah,
always
most
has been.
most of the things I eat are vegetarians.
I would cheer you up, sweetheart. I'd turn carnivore for one reason and bite into you, Grumpus. Remember why I went vegan and never ate meat
I mean,
again?
I'll tear into a nice steak, but it started as a salad.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, that is true, and I have heard that, but I don't just eat salad. I actually had very nice vegan hamburgers last night.
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah,
you can send a couple goats up my way; it'll be all right.
I beg your pardon. What did the goats do to deserve that, Grump? That's a yak, darling. Even I know the difference.
there's Willy
Oh,
Bully.
is that
Wo-
Grumpus?
Woolly
Yeah,
Bully.
Is that Grumpus? Hang on.
that's me right out of the
Oh,
shower.
isn't that gorgeous?
I was going to say that's Grumpus before he combs his hair in the morning. That is, okay, that was cruel to the animal. I realise that. I apologise.
What that
Yeah.
cow do to you?
I was going to say, no need to yak on about it, Grumpus, but there we go. Oh, good God, I need to go before I make too many animal puns. Oh dear. I do have to go fairly soon, but not quite
Yeah,
yet. I
me
need
too.
to
I
pay.
gotta.
I
We'll
need to
probably
pay our
wrap this up another
oh,
15 minutes.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
Tom,
that'll be 5 o'clock. So yeah,
I gotta
but
when
go.
you're
yeah.
making your lobster bisque, what is the most important ingredient to have
Mm.
other than the
Um,
lobster and the,
I was going to say the lobster and boiling water might help.
yeah.
well, you actually need a roux, and also you need a good balance of the cream.
So I was going to
Yeah.
say a good quality creams.
Yeah, was that, and
Mm.
also how, what type? How you make it? I mean, as far as with the shells and stuff like
I've
that.
never made it before.
No,
No, I've
it's
never had either. I've eaten it, but I've never made it.
And what kind of stock would you use?
the lobster shells.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
oh, well,
lobster
that,
shells or shrimp shells. I mean, you can make it
mhm.
any kind of seafood stock, but you need to use the actual shells. I mean, sometimes it drives me crazy that people will use making a beef something with beef, and they'll use a chicken stock.
Oh, that
I
good
was going to
drives
say
me
that.
nuts
Yeah,
too.
it's
Okay,
like
That's
how is
breaking
a
the
beef?
rules.
How is
so
a beef if it's on a chicken
Right.
stock? I'm not that good at cooking, but
but
I
with the
know the
fish, so when I use shrimp, I haven't used lobster in a while, but I
Hmm.
do save the shells when I do.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, and that's what I'll do. I'll make that stock with that first,
I
and then
wonder if
some.
I could use the crawfish shells from tomorrow's
Uh,
boil.
no, it's not salt water.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not salt
So,
water.
how do you, uh, Tom, with the shells? Do you just boil them to make the stock? Like what?
Yeah, yeah. You actually keep them going. Um, we'll take some of the smaller ones. We used to get lobsters that would come in one claw. They're called
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
culls. They're called
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
culls. Stuff like that. We take the meat out of that, okay, and we would break. Um, usually, we would do from the tank itself to the steamer. We would do 24 lobster at a time.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and when the order would come in, we crack them, clean them out, stuff them up in the broiler, and out they go. All right. So sometimes we would cook that ones ahead of time. You can't use them. I mean, to be fresh. So we
Right.
put them in the cooler, and we would get a nice stockpile of it, and that's what we would do. We'd use that, then your cognac you need to put in there, finish it with some sherry, so that there's a lot of components to it.
Where's the
Mm-hmm.
booze?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a lot of work, a lot of work.
So, how long from start to finish the whole process through would it take to create that?
Probably in a big stock pot would probably be about 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking
Yeah,
it's not a quick thing.
yeah. See, because what we would do is rather than make the whole thing with the cream and stuff, because it will break.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we would have the stock pot, and then we would start putting it together.
I see.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
for it to
So
go out.
you'd have like
Yeah,
different pots and then just
yeah.
some of that there.
So nowadays it's all a powder.
Mm,
Right.
They'll
mm.
put it in. They'll get the immersion blender, what they used to call motorboats. Put the powder in, whisk that up, and there you go. I mean, they add a little booze to it, whatever sherry or cognac.
But
Right.
Or
you could freeze that stock
oh
in a
yeah,
manageable
Oh, yeah,
portions,
that's what I was
and
thinking,
then thaw it
Grumpus.
out and add your cream to it
right,
when you're ready
yeah.
to use it.
Oh, that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking because to have to do 4 to 6 hours every day. Yeah, okay, so yeah, of course you can freeze it and then
We
freeze
would
it
normally
later.
do it on a Wednesday to get ready for the weekend. That's one of our biggest. I mean, on the slow nights we would do 130, 140 covers on a slow night.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, Friday and Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon, on them we would do close to 400 covers. So it
Wow.
was a busy place. And yeah, but that was like the thing that would go along with it. We would do the lobster, which was pound, pound and a quarter to pound and three quarters. All right, and then depending on the season, so later on, from February until April, that's
Mm-hmm.
when you would get the full big meaty ones. Okay,
Mm,
if they're female, we would get them and put them in a tank, and we would pick them up and look, and the female had eggs on it. We would put
Mm-hmm.
that off to the side, wouldn't serve it. All right,
mm.
so when the lobster guy would come back, we would give that tip back to him, and he would exchange. Okay,
Oh, okay.
but Then when after April was the season when they would shed.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get to a bigger shell. So sometimes the shell would get bigger and inside still be the
They're
pound
just tiny little
pound in the corner, but they would have one claw, and it was usually the bigger claw, the cracker.
the cracker. Yeah.
And they would be sometimes go up to 2.5 to almost to 3 pounds that they would put in, because that's the only thing they were getting with what they call culls.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we would go through 200 pounds of lobster a day,
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah.
every
Yeah.
day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
So
So, so
I
the,
lived. Oh, sorry, Tom.
no, no.
Sorry.
So the process was is that we would take them, steam them ahead of time, and then when the orders would come in, we had one guy. That's all he did was crack them in half, clean them out because people didn't like the roe, they didn't like
Mm-hmm.
the inside of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we would clean it out and we made a stuffing. Actually, it was almost like a New Orleans type of stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was with the Trinity, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
that was with the onion, bell pepper, and celery.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Oh, the
that was
Trinity. Sorry, I have heard that.
that was
Yeah.
cut up, and we would use crab meat. We would also use shrimp. Once in a while, we would use scallops, but a lot of people didn't really care for the scallops in
I
it.
could
So it was
take more.
basic, and whatever other lobster we made, and then Ritz crackers. I would take Ritz crackers and crumble that up in with that mix, and then we would
So
scoop that up.
the crackers instead of breadcrumbs,
Yes,
obviously.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and then that's how we would make it. And then I had a mixture of butter and white wine, okay, with a little bit of fennel in it, and that would get poured over the top of it. You wouldn't even taste it, but
No,
that
I
would
know, but just the idea of fennel. Oh.
and then just pour over top of that, and that would go up into the broiler until you start seeing the top of that stuffing
Okay.
start getting browned up again. In the plate, out it would go.
Mm-hmm.
So we would
Oh.
we would sell singles, we would sell doubles, then we would sell doubles with a prime rib. That was the surf and turf.
We always
Mm-hmm.
had that surfing too.
Okay, and then we would do two lobsters and a filet mignon. Okay, with that would be with the burn. That was the most expensive one there, and that, at the time when that was 24.95.
Hmm.
You couldn't touch that
Wow,
nowadays.
24.95. How
So
long ago was that, Tom? If you don't
sink,
mind me asking.
back in the 80s, mid 80s into the 90s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we would sell the singles. The single stuffed lobster was 8.95. The doubles, the
I
doubles, doubles were 16, and then
I'm
any.
giggling. I'm giggling at those prices because I was going to have lobster when I was in Sydney in January at the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Not at $125 for a baby lobster. Thanks very much. As much as I
Oh
love
my.
it because
Yeah,
and it would have been maybe that big. I live 600 miles from the coast, and every seafood, even fish, we get is snap frozen. And
Oh.
living living in Sydney near the beach and the fish markets, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but yeah, you got me wanting salmon for dinner tonight,
I'm sitting
Tom.
here
Oh
about
yeah.
starved to death.
I was going to say, shut this thing down so we can go and get food, Grump.
I'm ready to grab one of them greyhounds and go to New Orleans.
Well, see, it might take me a little longer than you to get there, Grumpus. See you there, sir. Oh, thanks for that, Tom. You got me
Single.
eating seafood now.
I
Dang
used to
it.
when I used to get into New Orleans, and especially going to Cape Halls and stuff. That's when he started with all that blackening stuff. He would
Mm-hmm.
blacken
Mm.
everything. When he told me when he first did it inside, they called the fire department. People were choking, so he
I
had
was going to say, do you
had a
set
Oh
little
off,
my.
he had a little
if you
setup
start setting off
outside.
smoke detectors, is he really trying?
All them spices.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I I
So he
remember I love Indian and tandoori curry particularly. I gave myself a second degree burn on the mouth with the top of the mouth with a tandoori, and I looked at my mother, tears pouring down and burning, going, not hot enough,
Oh my.
not hot
he
enough.
he gave me a
But
bag. He gave me a bag of his when he was doing prime rib. He was doing black and prime rib. So
mm,
he gave me a bag of that stuff to try because he was going to put it on the market. And they had the seafood one. The
Mm-hmm.
seafood one was very salty.
Yeah.
But I was living in Katy, okay, and I had an old Smoky Grumpus, and
Nice.
I took that blackening season and I put it on chicken.
Ooh,
Okay, put it in the.
interesting.
They all my daughter and my first wife, they both looked at me. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, there is, but it's going to be good eating for me at least. All
Unbelievable.
right, guys, I got to jump down. It's 5 o'clock here, or almost 5 o'clock, and I need to get something for dinner. That's all.
Well, enjoy your dinner.
Thanks. Now Tom's got me wanting salmon. Gosh, or I got some chicken. I think chicken
Just
better.
salmon, hold the tomato.
Oh,
Salmon
yeah.
hold everything except the rock salt, my friend. All right, guys. Good to see
All
you
right,
all.
Megan,
good talk
take
to you,
care.
Megan.
Thank you for having
Stay
me.
Bye.
safe. We'll see you
You
again.
too. Stay cool.
Good night. No, the reason I asked you that, Tom, is because I have about a pound ish of the Langostino lobsters, little baby ones, and I was gonna make some kind of soup slash chowder ish thing with it. I don't want to spend 4 hours in the kitchen making bisque.
Charlotte, we were making gallons of it.
Yeah,
So, the idea of, well, I don't know how the Langostinos would come out. I'm not sure. Probably would work. So if you made yourself a base, make a little roux, okay? Cook them down, but you need the stock. You need that stock
yeah,
in there, not just to put them in. Then you're gonna wind up overcooking them.
right.
So
Yeah, because these are frozen, so I would just defrost them and chop them up and throw them in at the end.
you know what you could do though,
What's
if you
that?
have some shrimp, okay, mix some shrimp in there. Get ones with shell on,
Yeah,
okay, and just cook them. Take the shrimp out of the shell.
and cook down the shells.
Cook down the
Start
shells
with
in there.
that.
Just get that, get that seafood
Yeah,
flair in it,
yeah.
and some paprika, some oregano. I'm not oregano. What do you call nutmeg, and all that in there. And then maybe you can get away with putting some. What's that stuff you were drinking?
Fireball. What?
And but the reason why I'm saying fireball and tell everybody, sit down and eat it. Get out.
Well, I might just try a chowder instead
Yeah.
because
I
I
mean,
think that would be easier and less time, and you know.
last time I made shrimp bisque here. It came out good. It was good.
It,
Just as easy to do. I mean,
yeah,
if not easier than going through all that aggravation with it. But
right. Well, I want to do something with them. I know it's going to be delicious, but I just really I don't want pasta.
nah.
I don't. That is one thing. And every recipe I found with Langostino is a pasta recipe. And I'm like, why do I don't want to eat pasta. Or like a shrimp scampi, only using that instead. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want that either. I want something substantial.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chowder would be just as easy and just as delicious. I mean, just to go through it without going through all that fancy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
everybody likes it either. The
Yeah.
bisque.
Exactly.
So the bisque basically, I mean, you can make any kind of bisque. The bisque is basically the style of the way it's made. It's a certain, a lot of people will
Well, and
make
it
a
has a
roux with
different
it.
texture to it too than say a soup or a
Yeah.
chowder.
It's more, a lot more creamier, but then it's got the booze in it and some of the paprika. You could actually ruin it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Definitely.
What used to make me mad in the restaurant is that they would try to stretch it. Okay, put it down, whatever we didn't use that day for lunch the next day. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, you can't do that. You got to start it fresh again. Like Grumpus said, you can freeze most of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
Right.
I don't know.
What do y'all have planned for the upcoming week? Anything?
No, not really. I'm trying to stay cool. Basically, tomorrow, tomorrow we're doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marie says, "You want to go somewhere? What? I can sit home and sweat."
Yeah.
But
And
we may go out and eat tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't.
Well,
Depends on how I feel. If I feel like cooking, I'll cook something up special, and if not, I'll just go eat something special.
yeah,
well, Poppy's got presents coming from the kids, and um, the crawfish boil at my daughter's, and after that, I don't have a thing planned for the week, but I have got to get my house cleaned. I'm starting to feel kind of icky.
I I actually vacuumed the rug in the bedroom today.
Good for you, Tom.
Marie says, "What do you want?" So I'm just trying to help you. That's all.
Um, I've got two cats going to their new homes on Friday,
Okay.
kittens. And there's two. There's going to be two left. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them yet. Somebody backed out of wanting a kitten, so now I've got two left, and I'm like, what in the world am I going to do with these cats?
Always can make some kitty bisque.
Kitty
Well,
bisque, blackened kitty bisque.
wow. I don't think that'll be happening.
You here for column A and one from column B.
One from column B. But I've got to find them homes somehow. It's funny because you don't realize how hard animals are to rehome until you're having to do it yourself.
Oh yeah, it's hard to give them up.
Well, and not only that, but nobody wants him. Nobody wants them.
Well, they want. Well, it's like when I raised basset hounds. I was raising them to show, so you don't want to find them homes too early because you're seeing how
You're
they're going to
looking for
develop.
confirmation, right?
And we would normally let people see them at 6 weeks, but we wouldn't let them go until about 8 weeks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I mean, they already had their shots. Most of them were leash trained already by the time I let them go. Well,
Right.
one year, one year we had a really nice looking litter.
Yeah.
I think there was six, and we wanted to keep one of them to show, and it was hard to pick.
Right.
It seemed like the older they got, the better looking they were, and we ended up keeping them pups for 12 weeks,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Till you could decide which one was the
trying to
one.
decide which one we wanted to call out of that and keep for
Oh,
ourselves.
wow.
Well,
Wow.
we were trying to sell them things. People would come over and say, "Well, where are the pups?"
Oh, my.
Because they were already probably 20 pounds.
Well, when we used to have standard poodles. And every time I would go to find one, I would find one that was 12 weeks or older, 12 to 16, maybe 20 weeks, because at that point, they usually know how to go outside to potty or they're not
Yeah.
hard to train to go out.
Well,
Training them
12
is
weeks, they're hard to get rid of. You done fed them suckers for how many
right,
how many
right.
months? 3 months or 4 months?
Yeah,
Yeah, by then you've done made pets out of all of them.
that's right. And these here, thankfully, bringing them in the house was the best thing we could have done because they're not afraid of the dog. The other cats are getting along with them. They are using their litter box. They're eating solid food.
Hmm.
They're doing all the things the other cats are doing. So I think they're ready. I just want to give them one more week to get in the routine of it and to eat better and all that stuff. Because a few of them are still nursing.
Now,
Each, go
now,
ahead.
how do you do that now, Charlotte? Do you put them online? I mean, to ask people, or you just people that you want to?
I try to pick owners from people I know or people
Okay.
that I know's friends,
Yeah, makes sense.
acquaintances. But if I can't, I will put them on Facebook, and just have whoever come get them. I don't care. I just got
Taco and Bella.
Well, back when I was doing that, there was newspapers that you just run an ad.
Right. You got to add in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but now it's a little funny because you, like you said before, you got to be careful.
You do it because a lot of dog fighting's really big around here in the country, and people will come and get bait animals to start these,
Oh, sure.
train their dogs to fight. And I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want any of these kittens suffering that fate.
Yeah.
Taco and
Simon,
Bell. That's Simon, isn't it?
yeah. Simon,
Yeah,
you
it
cooking a
is.
brisket tomorrow?
Simon, I'm not doing a brisket this weekend.
Wow.
If
I
I
wish
was
I was at
if
your
I was
house.
going to, I'd already started it.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. I've been watching Al Lunacy.
Yeah.
I want to go to his house for dinner.
Does a
I'm
nice job.
not even playing.
Al does a
Out
nice
some
job.
good stuff, doesn't he?
He darn sure does. It makes my mouth water every time I watch one of his videos. I'm like, dang you, Al. Dang it.
He's got that temperament about him though. You want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He could be stacking BBs in the corner and talking about it, and
And you'd
you don't
still
want
want
to
to
watch him.
watch him. Right. Oh, you lit the fire at 10 o'clock. Awesome.
Now,
Oh,
Tom's had me thinking about pulled ham for a whole week.
I know. And I can't find one here to save my life.
Well, what I'm wanting to do is Mama's ham salad that we had when we were kids,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm thinking maybe pulled ham instead of grinding that mess up. That'd be a
Yeah,
nice twist.
sure it would.
But Tom's had me thinking,
Well, and you know what it would do is it would give that ham salad a more substantial feel.
yeah, mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It won't. It
And
won't. It wouldn't be like a pate or anything like that.
right, right.
I've
Yeah,
talked about it so much. Vicky said, "Why don't you just do it and stop talking about it?"
I think Miss Vicky might want some too.
and, and see, you could make a nice glaze with that
Oh,
Yeah.
also, and keep it off to the side. And when you do pull it, that's what I dream about at night. A nice loaf of bread,
oof,
a nice glaze on it with
Just
sugar.
rubbing it all over you.
But nope, I had to wrap it in lettuce.
Beef ribs. Did you see that?
yum. Beef ribs go in a few hours. Gosh.
Dang, the loan must have went through.
That's too
Uh-oh.
funny. That's too funny. Well, I seen a brisket. I seen a brisket. I don't know how many pounds it was. If it's a full packer, okay, and it was 160,
Oh,
160
jeez.
bucks. I just can't do
Well,
it.
the Walmart up by me had choice briskets for I think there was $4.49 a pound, which is nowadays that's not too bad. Now,
Yeah.
5 years ago, there's no way I'd have paid that kind of money for one.
Right. And 2 years
And
ago,
I didn't buy one either. I mean, it's just me and Vicky, so
I just can't pull myself to do it. You know what I mean? And so every time I go to the store, they have them little pork tenderloins, single in the pack.
yeah.
My video that's coming up next week, it's $3.70 for the pork tenderloin, and I made pork pizzaiola, which is almost like a garlic and tomato and stuff like that. Good thing Megan ain't here; she'd have a rash. But with some cheese in it and stuff like that, it was delicious. It came out really good. I made Marie smashed baked potatoes
Ooh, yum.
in the
That's
pan.
that's true, Simon. That's cheaper than ground beef. Ground beef here was almost $7 a pound.
Yeah,
It's insane how much that stuff is right now.
and if you
And
buy
don't think I didn't think about buying one of them briskets to grind up.
you buy them chuds, you don't know what's in that.
You don't know what it is.
It's a shame.
But yeah, Simon, I think the last four briskets I've cooked was for somebody else
Yeah.
because I just can't justify the price right now.
Right.
and my freezer's full, so I can't really freeze a whole bunch of it.
I got a beef shoulder in there that I cut up, and you got to. I mean, you
See,
got to cook.
my problem is I'll freeze. I'll cook this stuff. I'll freeze it, or like you do, bring it home, butcher it up, put it in the freezer. Then on the way home from work through the week, I'm thinking, man, I don't want to go home thaw that out, and I'll go by the store
And buy
and
more.
and pick up. I'll go ahead and pick up, some pork steaks.
Hmm.
There's 4 to a pack, maybe 6 to a pack, depending on what I get. We'll eat 2. The rest of them go in the freezer, and the cycle starts all over again.
Oh my.
I bought chicken thighs. Matter of fact, my neighbor, okay, she ordered something and she ordered 5 pounds of chicken, legs and thighs. Didn't realize that she ordered 5 pounds of each.
Ooh,
Oh my.
She calls me on the phone. She calls me Brother T. Brother T, do you like drumsticks or do you like thighs? I said, as long as her name's not Honey, yeah. So she says,
Oh my goodness.
send Miss Mary around. Marie went over and came back. She came back with, a couple bags of legs and thighs.
Hmm.
So I vacuum sealed them, put them away, and they're a little bit bigger. So, yeah, but there again, that's something that I take, look at, put back in the freezer, move around looking. And I guess about a month ago, pulling everything out. What the hell I got in here? I get to the bottom, and what's down there? Ribeye. Yep. So Marie says, "We got any more of them?" I said, "Yep. I might cook that tomorrow.
That'd be nice.
Make do some."
well, a lot of it depends on the weather. I'd love to cook something outside, but if it's like it was today,
Hmm.
I think I looked a little while ago. We got a 50% chance of rain tomorrow.
Ugh.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 106.
Jesus.
Marie says, "What do you want to eat tomorrow?" I said, "Popsicles." Well, guys, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Yeah, I think we need to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it?
Who
So I
all's left in chat? We still got 8 people in the chat. Look at that.
Wow.
I'll be dang.
Well, guys, I appreciate you hanging with me tonight.
Yep.
Uh, Tom, what's going on this week for you on YouTube wise?
Same thing. I got my Sunday dinner tomorrow, and then I have Tuesday. I have the podcast.
Hmm.
Talk about trying to eat healthier and different things. And then Thursday, I have Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, and the cycle starts all over again. But I did start on Friday night. I'm going to try to do a live on it. I think I got it pretty much figured out how I'm going to do it.
Hmm.
But I've been doing sort of another podcast for the Sunday Dinner Chef,
Okay.
and that seemed to do pretty well. It really did. So I'm going to try to do it on a Friday. See what happens. If it works, it works.
It'll work.
Give me a holler. I'll try to get you into schedule.
But other than that, pretty good. Charlotte, you're still doing your Monday, right?
Yes, I'll be doing a Monday night live as usual. Y'all, I'm supposed to be working on that never ending blanket, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that tomorrow. I might just diamond paint. I don't know what I want to do,
Yeah.
but I think I've decided to do an upload every week of a kind of like just a walk and talk video. Take
Yeah.
a walk with me, or maybe a track ride or something like that,
Cool.
and upload that once a week. Um,
Absolutely, Lance.
this week, I'm not sure how it's. I was going to do one yesterday morning when I woke up, but the weather was so bad I couldn't do nothing.
Charlotte, you had quite a few people on your Monday one.
Oh yeah,
How
yeah.
much?
It's a pretty good crowd sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and you know what the heck of it is, they stay for a long time. My average watch time on videos like that is somewhere between 22 and 28 minutes. So,
Lance, send me the link tomorrow. I'm ready.
heck yeah.
I'm gonna go up with
Um,
them tomorrow.
oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, I'm gonna do that because I think the uploads might attract more people into the channel. And I'm going to start fooling around a little bit with shorts, I think. I'm really intimidated by it, and I'm not quite sure how all that goes.
I I put up a video. I guess I don't know, maybe a week or so ago. All right, and that joke is still getting. It's got 3,400 views on it, and I did not expect that,
Right.
but it just took off. So
Well,
you know, you never know. You know.
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Well, and my grandmother used to tell me a long time ago that pennies make dollars.
Is that boy cooking?
I don't know. Are you about to cook?
No. Is he still
Oh
wanting to
yeah,
cook?
yeah.
Tell him I'll be very mad at him if he don't.
Don't stick to it.
I might have to send him a spatula or a pair of tweezers.
Oh yeah, some of them cooking tweezers that I can steal from him. But what I was trying to say is I want this channel to eventually be able to supplement our retirement. I'm not trying to get rich off of YouTube. I know that's not going to happen. But if I could bring in 100 or 200 extra dollars a month just to have fun with, I think that would be fun. And so that's kind of where I'm trying to take the channel right now.
Yeah.
And doing those shorts, they don't make a lot of money. But again, like my granny used to say, pennies make dollars. So if I can get a few pennies from this idea and a few pennies from this one and a few from that,
Yeah.
they'll start to add up. And that's kind of where I'm headed with it.
I
Well,
forced.
that's always been my goal from the beginning, is see if it could just support itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it could pay for the meat that I use and the charcoal and that kind of stuff,
Right. And the yarn and
break even.
go ahead, Tom.
No, I forced Marie to start putting up shorts.
Okay.
Okay, and it's starting to pay off because now she's getting more attention
Oh, good.
to the
Good.
channel from the shorts. I mean,
Right.
it's common. You know what it is? I realized a couple weeks ago. Everybody says, well, I'm not getting any more views. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. No, nobody is. Okay, but you got to be consistent with it.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and just keep going. I mean, you're not losing anything by doing it. I mean, wasting time or whatever. Yeah, but no, I got nothing better to do.
Right.
That's exactly it. What would you do if you weren't doing
Well,
that?
and that's where I'm at too, Tom. I have nothing else to do except clean my house. And usually that's done before 8 o'clock in the morning.
If
Go ahead and film that. I'll make Vicky watch it.
Make Vicky watch. I do have a couple of ideas about the way I clean differently now that I'm older.
yeah, there you go.
You
There you
know,
go.
I don't
I
get on
did
the floor and scrub anymore.
I did one. I
Go
did
ahead.
one years ago when we first started doing seniors food and life. I was shaving.
Yeah.
That's got over 1,000 views.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to shave in public. That would be uncomfortable for me.
Unbelievable.
Well, I shave in the shower, so it's just not going to
That's a
happen.
whole nother channel.
That's a whole different kind of channel. Of course, I've heard that there's a lot of weirdos out there like old folks.
Hey, I've heard there's a lot of money in it too.
There you go. But I just think it's kind of a fun idea. I want to do more fun stuff and more consistent stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I could be like. I'm sorry, Tom. I interrupted you.
no. I've been interrupting you. Go ahead.
Well, there's a YouTuber that I watch who is a stay-at-home mom, basically a housewife like me. She's about my age. She's been posting daily videos for 9 years.
Wow.
And she just posts what she does around her place. And she talks about how they live on a very, very low income. Very low. Her husband gets disability and she makes money off of YouTube, and that's it. And they live in an old mobile home. from the 60s. They've got about an acre of land, and she gardens. She has some chickens. She does things in her kitchen. She shows you cleaning her house once in a while. And she talks about how she's happy, how she's made her life content with just a little bit of money. Well,
Don't take much.
and she does have quite a few subscribers. When I first started watching her, I think she had about 20 or 30,000, and now over the years she's grown. But I thought, she does this every single day. What's my dang excuse? I could do that, but I don't. What's wrong with me? Why don't I?
Well,
It's almost a habit you have to get into.
I guess so.
I
And I
I
don't want to burn out, though, because if I burn out, you know what I do? I quit,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't want to get there.
it's easy to burn out, but in the same token, you watch some other videos that people put up and you say, how are they getting away with that?
Yeah, I can do better than that.
Okay,
True.
so that's what keeps and honestly, you don't need high dollar equipment.
No, you don't.
Okay? It's what you do, how you know, don't drop them in the soup, your cameras and stuff like
Right.
that. I mean, that's what you don't want to do. But trying to stay positive. So I keep doing the same things over and over and over again. Well, right now I can't afford to buy beef.
Right.
Okay, so I got to cook with what I got.
What you can afford.
Okay,
Right.
so now I'm coming up with all different ways of doing things. Tomorrow's video, okay, I made some queso fried cheese with pork belly,
Have
broccoli.
you tried doing anything with sausages?
Oh
Or
yeah,
do y'all like sausages?
oh yeah, yeah. We have it at least once a week. Thanks, Simon. See you tomorrow.
But I'm sorry, I'm dragging out your whole.
No, it's all right.
And
I
I'm
got all night.
But I think for years I've been trying to decide what kind of channel do I have, because it's not really in any kind of niche, so to speak.
Charlotte, read
My Go
read
ahead,
read on the screen. What does it say under you?
Gulf Coast Granny.
That's your channel. That's your
It
niche.
is, but I think I've kind of decided to, in addition to the channel being about me and my life here, I kind of keep people company.
Well, let me explain something to you first, right off the bat there, Gulf Coast Granny. Okay? Monday nights, I do not really want to do anything with knitting or crocheting. But your personality and the way you do engage with people, that's the key.
Yeah, I mean, how many grown burly men show up in my Monday night streams? I can 5 or 6.
Now,
The two of
I'll
you,
admit, most of the time, I tune in, I've got it running,
and
and
you
I'm
got it
doing other
running.
things.
Exactly. Well,
And
that's fine.
sometimes I'll chime in, and sometimes I won't. But
Right.
I'm generally trying to get you some hours.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And
But that's the thing. A channel that is only about crocheting and crafting doesn't usually attract any men like you guys. You know.
but it's your
Oh,
personality.
real men.
Yeah.
But it's your personality and the way. And I do have to say something. You did say something before, okay, that I wanted to opine on. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a problem with it. Most people that watch or do lives have problems with it. You're attentive to the chat.
Yeah. I try to be. I try not to miss any.
That's something that most people miss.
That's key.
That's the key thing to do is make sure that you keep your audience in there. And I think that has a lot to do with the amount of people that come into your channel because you do pay attention to them. I know people, I used to get mad sometimes, type into somebody's thing and they don't
They
acknowledge
completely
it
ignore it.
or
Yeah.
it goes completely away.
Well, one of my biggest fears is that I'll get so many people that I can't keep up with everything. That's going to really be sad for me. That would be
That's when you have help.
Yeah.
You
well,
get
that's
you
what
get
Jay
somebody in
Mo
there or a moderator or somebody on there with you, and
could help.
they manage that part of it.
The thing is, You don't want somebody like me who types like this to answer people. Just keep doing what you're doing, Charlotte. I think you.
Yeah.
There again, Monday. I said, "Oh, Charlotte's on. Let me go. Let me go say." So
Yeah.
now it's a thing. It's a thing for me. I mean, we are friends and everything else like that.
Yeah.
But my point is that you are intriguing to watch what you're doing, what you talk about. You know what? This kid, he did this and he did that.
You're the
Okay.
brand.
Yeah, that's Gulf Coast Granny. You don't need no niche. You're it. You're the one.
I'm it.
You're it.
All me.
And
Thank you.
That
Thank you for
that
that.
being said, I wouldn't mind seeing a few more trike videos.
You know what? I'm on it. I'm on it. But the best time to do trike videos is in the fall and in the spring.
that the one you did outside, you were showing everybody around there, and your camera went down on your hose. I jumped. Friggin' it's a snake.
You thought it was a snake? A couple of people thought it was a snake. That is so funny.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what it's all about. I mean, your
Yeah.
personality and how you come across with people. And
Well, thank you.
I think I think us doing this for the last year or two has really helped a lot.
It has definitely helped. Definitely. Because it takes such a long time to get back into the swing of doing this on the regular
Yeah,
after you've been away for so long.
it's so easy to get out of the habit. It's so hard
Yes.
to get back in it.
So hard. So hard. So I'm really grateful that we got this idea and decided to trade off every other weekend. And now, I'm doing 6 live streams a month, and that's good for me. Now, if I just do one upload a week, and it can be, it can be a walk and talk video, it can be a garden video, it can be, hey, this is what I'm doing in the house today video. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be keeping people company.
The idea I have for the Friday night stuff that I started it and then I stopped doing it was the nostalgia end of it.
Yeah.
What I used to like. The one that was done Friday was about with my dad. We would go to diners and eat there and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And I
do.
mean, and I think that's what I'm going to keep that up on Fridays. But there again, that's for the podcast. So what I'm thinking about doing is going up like 6 o'clock live, maybe an hour, whatever, and just talk about traditional foods. Or
Yeah.
stuff
6
that we
o'clock
used to
your
have.
time?
Yeah,
Like foods you grew up
Well,
with.
that would be 8 my time.
yeah,
Oh, that's a good time for me.
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's
So
doable.
Yeah.
this weekend, this Friday, I'll send you out the links and come up and we'll chat.
Well, okay.
Well, if you want to, I mean, it's not a big deal.
Well, regardless of how you do it, whether you have guests on or not, we'll watch.
Yeah.
And that way you'll get that.
Yeah. And you know what, Charlotte? You know how we're worried about getting people going to like this one's going to like that. And I sort of stepped out of the circle and I said, wait a minute. Okay? They're putting me out to people I don't even know.
Right.
Yeah, how are
Okay.
you going to please them?
So, I mean, so I
You
just
don't worry about it.
just roll with it. That's
You
all I'm
just
doing.
got to
just
be
trying
who
to-
you are. And if they like you, great. And if they don't, there's somebody else out there for them.
Yeah. Somebody had sent a message to me and said, on one of them, I like what you do, but I can't understand what's a friggin' tomato. I said, well, see,
They were from the UK.
I said, there you go. There you go. Okay, I'm reaching somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, some people's going to like me and some people's not. And that's, I mean, they're wrong.
they're wrong.
That ship sailed.
Right. Right. Well, hopefully I can find enough to talk about and these videos that I'm going to upload are going to be like 15, 20-minute videos. They're not going to be sagas.
I watch a guy who sails. He puts a couple videos out every week, and he was between boats, and he'd still put out 2 videos a week, just talking about what's going on with the boat, where we're at on getting this one, what we're going to do next month, and I mean, but I watch it religiously, and they're only at the most 20 minutes.
Mm.
Usually they're around 15.
Mhm.
And he just talks about what he's got going on that week.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, he's got, I don't know, 900,000 subscribers or
Oh
something like
my
that.
goodness. Wow.
I'm going up tomorrow with Lance and Simon. And Lance is doing really good as far as, with his health and what he's eating and stuff like that. So we're going to have something to talk about. Making sauces. Oh, look at Kitty Cat. Making sauces from scratch and all that stuff like that. So that's in my wheelhouse. And yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I'll do that every day.
I just don't want to ever do another cooking video again.
Why?
I I just don't enjoy it. I have to clean my kitchen. I have to
That
make
camera's
need
going to
Marie.
zoom on it.
make sure I have all of my ingredients already there. It's just so much. I like the easy turn on a camera and talk to it videos. I don't like, and I'm not trying to teach anybody anything.
Well, I'm not either. I'm just showing people what I'm doing.
Right. And I don't, I guess if I was
I
in there,
never say this is how you do it.
right. And I think if I was in there making some tea, I could show Megan how to make some tea. I could do that. Or I could, make a ribeye
When's the last
steak.
When's the last time you saw a video on Southern sweet tea?
The first one I ever made.
Well, might be time to
Yeah.
relive that.
I think I'm going to.
I made today. We cooked. I cooked, and I made something with pork tenderloin and tomatoes and stuff like that. So it's a pork pizzaiolo basically, and what that means is it's a pizza sauce, okay, done on top of pork and this and that with smashed potatoes.
Mhm.
Charlotte,
Mhm.
everything I touched turned to bullcrap.
Oh,
I
no.
I dropped more stuff. I was so freaking angry. Okay, so it started out to be almost close to a 15-minute video.
Oh.
The final results was 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
Well, and see, now that's another obstacle that I have. For those of you who have watched "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Um, y'all know I hate to edit. I despise editing. And if I'm doing just a talking video, walking around, I don't have to edit that much. If I do a cooking video, I'm going to have to edit out every curse word and every.
You don't have to.
Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because my parents watch my channel, and
Well,
so
I understand. Oh,
my,
you were talking earlier about finding the editing in studio.
yeah.
Yeah, see, I do that every one of these that we do.
Hmm.
I usually crank the starting soon thing.
Yeah,
I'll let that run 3-4 minutes sometimes, give everybody a chance to get a notification and stuff
that's
like that.
true. Yeah,
And then I'll go back either tonight or in the morning, probably tonight as soon as this is over.
and chop that out.
And I chop that front part out. I go down to the countdown to maybe 15 seconds or so
Okay.
and chop that part out because nobody's going to watch that.
Right,
I wouldn't,
right, right.
but I like to give people a chance to log in, see that it started,
Hmm.
because I hate talking to myself.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I've been taking a lot of my older videos and just experimenting with them
Hmm.
through Riverside.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Enhance the voice. Some of my older videos, the music's way too loud, or there's a lot of ooh
Hmm.
okay, and a lot of stupid talk, and
Hmm.
take that all out, and that seems to be working also. But the whole idea is, Marie says to me today, Marie's very cut and dry with things.
Uh-huh.
So after we sat down to eat, after my fiasco of cooking, she said, "So you actually going to put this one up?" And I just looked at her. Yeah, it's going to go up. I said, it's going to be like an old Charlie Chaplin, silent.
Yeah. I mean,
But
they all can't be home runs.
no, but you know what? The Grumpus, it came out right, and the
The
more I,
stuff, the stuff that I thought would just be horrible,
yeah,
those are the ones that take off. There's no rhyme or reason to what's gonna blow up and what's not.
Oh, I totally get
The
that.
stuff I have worked so hard and memorized my lines and got everything all, they just fall flat.
That's exactly right. The ones that I'm the most proud of are the ones that,
I mean, I've got one video to where Lone Star Grills came out with a firewood basket.
mm-hmm.
All I was going to do was show the basket. I had it in there, had a fire in it like that, and I said, "Well, we got a heat. Let's just throw something on it." And I had some rib tips that I grabbed and threw out there real fast.
Uh-huh.
That's one of my better videos,
No kidding.
and I didn't even plan on cooking on that video.
yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crapshoot, and nobody has the right answer. That's why I watch some of these guys. You know, they come in. Well, here's what you have to do to increase your viewers.
Right.
They
don't
don't
know.
know.
You don't know either.
You know what I mean? So I mean, no, do what you got to do, plain and simple. I thought for sure I was painting myself in a corner with the keto cook.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
because that one thing, and then come to find out that no, that's where it's at. I got people, okay, who are doing videos using Tommy Spice.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. There you go.
Okay. So I said, man, there you go. 1, 2, 3. So it's amazing. It really is amazing.
It is. It really
But
is.
it's still fun.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think so.
Got to keep it fun.
This is fun. This is fun right here.
That's where I'm at, Tom. I really enjoy
Yeah.
my live streams a lot. Now, there's some weeks, and I have to talk myself into doing it. You know, it's like, I don't feel like doing that tonight. I got to sit there for an hour and a half. And then I keep reminding myself, well, all you got to do is hit the live button and smile and start talking, and that hour and a half is going to go by that fast.
Yeah, because you never know which way the conversation's going to go.
Exactly. Exactly.
I switch things around, okay? Moving one computer out there and this and that. But what I did was all the music that I was doing for my videos,
Right.
okay, I had a playlist. And I was supposed to go live. Okay, kept telling myself, Sunday dinner chef, you got to go live, you got to put it up, you got to so I get more people in, blah 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 blah. Well, I went to go live and I hit the wrong button, the wrong video to
Right.
go up with, and the intro was all my music.
Oh.
That's got like 3,000 views,
Are you kidding me?
and some of the songs played twice, over and over again. I'm saying, oh, I can't. I'm not going to take it down. Why not? I'm a believer. If you have like 50 views on something, and there's something you don't like, I leave it alone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it down. That thing is rolling along pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's even better, all right, that there people are sharing it,
Yes.
remixing it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's
don't
fun.
It
I'm
is.
just I'm gonna start making it a little more fun for me anyway. I don't know about my viewers, but it'll be fun for me.
I told Maria, I said, maybe we ought to look into diamond painting. I don't know.
Tom, I'm gonna tell you something. You might benefit from some diamond painting
No.
because
Who's
I'll
gonna
eat 'em.
clean up all them diamonds all over his house?
Lord heaven. It's a very relaxing hobby, and that's why I think it might benefit you. Is because it is so relaxing.
Did you ever see that movie with Rodney Dangerfield when he's trying to quit drinking and he's in and with his mother-in-law? He said before he said I wouldn't kiss her on the lips. Now I'm kissing her ass. He said,
Holy Toledo.
too funny.
Well,
All right, folks, I'm gonna pull the plug.
Yep.
y'all come see me next weekend, 9:30 Central Time
I
on
will see
Saturday.
you next Saturday. I'll probably see you Monday, whether I jump in or not. I'll be there.
Okay.
Yep. Definitely.
Tom, I'll catch your stuff. Everybody
Okay.
in the chat, thanks for hanging around.
Adios,
And,
amigos.
We're gonna pull the plug. See y'all later.
Good night, everybody.
Adios.